All right, everybody, we are here live. Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Tabletop Bob. My name is Bob, and I have my lovely group here today that we're going to be playing a terrific one-shot called The Valley of the Gilded Tower. Everyone, how are we doing? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
New Year.
We made it.
Did it?
Yeah,
Oh, we did.
barely.
Yeah. 2020 is in the rearview mirror. 2021, we're setting our sights on, and I'm glad to be back with this group, the Supernatural 20 crew. We're going to be continuing our campaign. For those of you who are just joining us for the first time, the Supernatural 20 is a one-shot horror campaign set in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. We basically have a campaign where each individual episode is unattached to the others. You can jump in anytime you want and watch us, but we do have all the other episodes on my YouTube channel, Tabletop Bob. If you're watching us on Twitch or YouTube, please subscribe and follow us. So we're going to go through a little bit of introductions in a moment, and then I think what we'll do is we'll jump right into the adventure. So let's do that. Start with Andrew. Who are you playing today?
Hey guys, I am playing my High Elf Wizard, Dobby.
All right.
I am a Divination Wizard for this.
That's right. We are third level now. Actually, you would have picked that last level, but we're all third level now. So many of us have our subclasses already. So Dobby is a Divination Wizard, an elf, and Dobby wasn't with us last time in our previous episode, but we're glad to have you back.
Glad to be
Dasha?
here.
Hello, everyone. I'm playing Arel. He is a human paladin of Paylor. He is the blessed of Paylor, and I think I did choose his Oath of Devotion. He's an Oath of Devotion paladin. I chose that last time. So yeah.
And Paladin of Paylor, like you said, the Blessed of Paylor. You earned that title in our second campaign.
Yes.
Again, or not. Don't need to go watch these episodes, but if you do watch them all, it does give a different feel. You get to see these characters continue through these one shots. All right, let's go to Steph.
Hey everyone. Yes, I am playing a drunken monk named Brumbones. For anyone who hasn't seen the previous episodes, he's having a really rough time. He died in the first one. Last time he went pretty insane and he was eating a lot of weird stuff. So we're hoping to stay sane and stay alive this time, which is proving to be a challenge. For anyone who doesn't know, Brumbones is based on the character from The Legend of Sleepy Hollow, so he's heavily based on the antagonist of that.
That's right. And I'll discuss the sanity mechanics that we have after we do all our introductions, but you are suffering from 2 levels of lost sanity. Got it.
Yes, like in the game. I mean, in real life too, but in the game mostly right now.
And then Michelle.
All right. Hello, everybody. I am playing Bear, who is a gnome barbarian. He's specifically a deep gnome. He is a senior gnome, old but spry. His years are many, but his knees are young. And he is on his last big adventure, his final, hoorah, because his childhood crush Dobby has come back reincarnated in another form to go on a great adventure. And so Bear is here. He brings his absolutely neutral chaos and just kind of watches everything happen and is along for the ride. So, yeah. Good luck, everyone.
All right. And we go to Christian.
Hey everyone, I am playing the human ranger Bolin. I am sort of the scaredy cat of the group. You can imagine like a Shaggy from Scooby-Doo, who likes to just hang in the back and avoid any of the creepy crawlers, creepy things we always kind of run into. And I am part of the Hunter Conclave. That's what I picked up, third level.
Perfect. Excellent. And last but not least, Steve, who we also missed last session. Good to have you back.
Thank you. Hey, everybody. I'm playing Yagnir. He's a tiefling cleric in the service of Lathander. He's part of the light domain, and he specializes in demon hunting. He's an exorcist. So he gets himself involved in some creepy situations.
That's right. And he's great with children,
Yes.
as we've learned through
the
the
center if you
adventures.
need any help with that.
Yeah. Exactly. So let's discuss a little bit of the campaign. So we have a sanity mechanic. Basically, what ends up happening is everyone starts with 6 sanity points. When they encounter something terrible or mind-bending in the game, they make saving throws to save for sanity. If they lose sanity, bad madness effects start to occur. First few levels will be short-term madnesses that inflict them, and others would be long-term and indefinite eventually. Right now, I believe Steph Brom is the only character that has sanity right now, correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Or has lost sanity, I should say. Okay.
Pretty
All right.
bad, too. I think we're down 2 levels.
Yeah, down 2 levels. So when they get to 0 sanity, they are dead. So that will be interesting to see if we can hold off and make it to the end of the session. Get some sanity healing in for you. All right. Now, I know I said that this is a one-shot campaign and that you don't need to watch the others to understand what's going on in each individual session. But I guess I have a little bit of an exception with this one. We are running the Valley of the Gilded Tower, which is a one-shot by the Arcane Library. There will be links in the descriptions on YouTube down below. If you have not encountered the Arcane Library missions before, or excuse me, adventures before, they're fantastic. Kelsey, who is writing these adventures the last few years, the way that they're laid out, they're really excellent. I suggest you go and look at them, purchase some of them. They're cheap. You can always pick up a bundle on DM's Guild. We're not sponsored by them. I just really love her work, so you should go check those out. And this is actually sort of a sequel. So if you'd like to go back to our very first episode, The Mask of the Worms, you can watch that and then come back and see this episode. But really the hook is what connects these two. So once we get past the introduction, everything is a brand new session. So I don't think you need to jump and run, but if you want to go see it, the previous one that is kind of like a prequel to this, you're more than welcome to. All right, everybody. Ready to dive right in?
Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
please.
Let's do it.
Here we go. So, after spending about a month in Icewind Dale looking for the meteor, you were unable to really locate it. And so, after a month in the cold, you bid Icewind Dale farewell and head back south. Now, when you get back to your hometown outside of the city of Greyhawk, which again, we're combining so many of these fantasy realms together here. But when you get back to your main base of operations, you receive a letter. You're being summoned to the sickbed of Baron Henrik Rene, whom you helped in the first adventure. He's the local Baron, and his wife Eleanor passed away during the night of the masquerade. You ended up finding her body and bringing it back to him at the end of the first episode. So we're going to start there. You enter the chamber where Baron Henrik lies, draped in all black. He's crowded with doctors with beaked-nosed masks. The Baron is distraught and ill with grief. As you enter, the doctors caution you not to go too close. They do not know what is afflicting him.
I'll ask I'll tell him I'm a cleric. Maybe I could help cure him. Could I approach?
The doctors will tell you that they've had a cleric come to take a look at the Baron, but it seems that no form of healing so far has helped him. But you may approach at your own
Let me
caution.
try.
Yeah, sure. You could still approach.
Okay.
It's up to you. Do you want to do anything as you approach? Do you want to just, like, I don't know if they're all wearing body suits and masks.
I'll keep my hood on. I'll start praying to Lathander for guidance and
Put a mask on.
healing power. And
I'd like to ask if they sensed any magical ill doing that
No,
could be causing
and-
his.
The doctors will tell you that they haven't had any sort of magical effects on him. They've had many clerics in here looking at him, trying to heal him, but no form of magical healing so far has helped.
When did this
start?
start?
Yeah.
Same question. And has anyone else been affected, or is it just the Baron that is ill?
It's been happening over the past few months, and it's just the Baron.
What does the Baron
It's
look
gotten
like?
worse
Is he-
in the past 2 weeks.
what does he look like right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, so when Steve approaches, you can see his appearance. His normally vibrant red beard and hair,
Mm-hmm.
now a bit faded, more graying. Dark circles are under his eyes. He's wearing all black robes, and his eyes dart around the room as you approach.
Has he lost weight?
Yeah, significantly looks thinner, sweaty,
Does he look? Does his body skin look withered?
totally.
Where?
Let me look around the area of his neck.
Sure, give me a medicine check while you do that. Michelle, you had a question?
Yes, Bear is going to ask, where does this guy get his food from?
19.
It's this man.
All the food in the region comes from the same, farmsteads that have been providing food for the past decade. There's no difference, and people are testing his food. They've checked it for poisons and magical curses. None of that has shown anything.
Has he done any traveling recently?
My daughter doesn't like this adventure.
It's a little grim.
Yeah, it's a little
Bolin
grim for
doesn't
her.
like the sound of this adventure either.
I rolled a 19, Bobby.
Okay, a 19. Perfect. And what's your medicine bonus?
There is no bonus.
No? Don't you have a pretty good wisdom?
No, timeout. That's not right.
Yeah, you have pretty good wisdom, right?
Yeah. Hold on a second. Get the character back up.
While we're looking at the bonus, the question was,
Medicine is...
Michelle,
Has
you have...
he,
It's 4 plus 4.
Oh, okay, 23. I'll get to you in a second. What was the question being asked?
if he done any traveling recently?
No, since his the doctors will tell you that since his wife passed away the few months ago that you were here, he's just been isolated. He actually hasn't really left much.
Can he talk?
He can. The doctors say that it's a strain for him, but I guess Steve will be able to talk to him. Yagnir is approaching. So Yagnir, you come up, and when you approach the Baron and he finally sets his eyes on you, he looks a little relieved. You inspect him, you start to look at his body, you look at his neck. You don't see any wounds on him. But what you do notice...
Is he dehydrated?
Well, what you do notice, definitely dehydrated, without a doubt.
Yeah.
He seems like he won't keep down food or water, but he's... It almost looks as if he can look at you for a moment, but then his attention gets taken away from you, as if he's looking at things in the room that aren't there.
I'll follow his eyes. Do I see anything?
No, there's nothing in the room, nothing around where he's looking, other than doctors and the rest of your party.
I'm going to cast Detect Evil on him.
There's no detection ringing from him. Yeah.
Why don't we bring the others over, see what they can do?
Yeah. Anybody have any last questions for the doctors?
Has
I
there been
wanna
any new visitors?
None that the doctors are aware of.
And is the Baron having any other symptoms besides this apparent weakness and kind of degeneration of his body?
No coughs. It doesn't seem like it's like a flu or any sort of like typical cold or some sort of respiratory thing, pneumonia, none of that stuff. Although they wouldn't know any of that probably, but it's none of those typical signs of a cold that you would think.
I'll lean down into him and I'll ask him, "What happened to you, Baron?"
The Baron will kind of whisper to you and call you by name. Yagnir, I need you and your group to do something for me. And then his eyes shift to look around the room.
Wait till he comes back to himself.
Yeah. He says, I need you to take something for me. He motions to the doctors, lifts his hand up, his weak hand, to the corner of the room. And the doctors nod and they grab this silver urn. And they bring it over to him. And he continues and says, this is Eleanor's ashes. And now that the whole group is here and listening to this, he addresses all of you and you've done so much for me already. Bringing her back was one of the only things that kept me going, that I knew what happened to her. But I need you to continue to do one last favor. Eleanor must be returned to her childhood home. There's a tower there, a mausoleum. She must be laid to rest there. What do you say?
I'll say, tell us where this tower is, and we'll do it for you.
He'll do it. He'll say that. He'll give one of the doctors will guide you, give you a map or something like that. It's not far from here. It's only a few days travel.
Can I what if I cast detect magic on him?
You could.
I'll try that one last thing.
There's nothing. No magic, no evil, like you were saying, none of those creatures that would ping the detect evil, like fiends or demons.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Yeah. No, he doesn't appear to be possessed, and you would know that.
He's under control by anything?
Yeah, you would know that. You would.
So
Yeah,
is he
this
just
doesn't seem the
accepting
same.
his own death and just wants us to do this one last thing for him?
Dying of a broken heart.
Maybe. Dying of a broken heart. Maybe. But yeah, he motions to the doctor to give you the urn of Eleanor's ashes. And he says that her family comes from a place called the Painted Valley. It's a remote countryside area in the region. And he says that her remains must be brought there. That's what she always wanted.
And buried within the grounds of the tower?
Yes, there's a mausoleum, and in the tower, her family's laid to rest there. You'll see all their sarcophagi, and that's where she belongs.
Okay.
Does she have any surviving family members?
Unfortunately, no. Eleanor's family line died out. The place has been empty for 30 years.
I'll ask, why hasn't this been done already?
Well, I wanted to keep her with me, but now I realize that it's not what she would have wanted. And then his eyes dart around the room again.
Look in it.
When he comes to, I'll say, what do you see when you look around the room? You seem to be looking at something.
Nothing. It's just hot in here, and I'm tired. I must rest.
Can I do a persuasion on him? Ask him again.
What do you want to say with the persuasion?
Ask him again. Well, Baron, what is it that you're looking at? Your eyes are darting around the room. You must see something.
Well, how do you want to persuade him, though?
Could you just tell me? Maybe we can help you. Tell us what you see. Maybe we can help you better.
Okay,
Maybe
give me a persuasion check.
you'd get better if you could tell us what's going on.
Sure, give me a persuasion.
In the meantime, he said it's hot. I'll go open a window if the doctors permit me. If there is a window in this room.
Yeah, there's a window. Yeah, you can open it. Actually, they probably would all be open already.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rolled a 3.
Yeah, and he gives you the urn, Steve. He gives it to Yagnir. He now takes it and thrusts it with the last of his energy and says, "Take it for Eleanor. It's what she wants."
I want to like turn to Dob and be like, I wonder if he's seeing Eleanor in this room.
Yeah, I really want to know what's wrong with this guy. I don't feel
And he's
totally
hiding.
comfortable taking this urn.
He's seeing something, but he won't tell us what it is.
All right. Maybe can we exchange favors since we're doing this for him without anything in return? Maybe he can be a little more upfront with us about what's going on with himself.
Give me a insight check, Bolin, because you were saying that you might think you know what's going on here.
All right. Oh, I got a +4.
And
Let's see.
he looks at Dobby when Dobby gives a side eye to Bolin, and he says, "You will be compensated, of course.
Oh, I got a
I will
9.
have my master craftsmen create anything they are capable of."
I rolled a 9 on the insight.
Yeah, I mean, it's a guess to you. Like you said, maybe it's Eleanor's ghost, which that would make sense. It wouldn't detect evil, wouldn't sense that. But it's not really. It's not really something that you're so certain of.
Okay.
Well, I guess I owe this guy since he got me alive again. So I say let's just do it. What do you think, y'all?
Let's
I
do
could
it.
use some new stuff from these master craftsmen. Sounds
Yeah.
good to me.
Yeah. Okay, where are we taking this thing?
All right. So if you have no further questions for Baron, he will send you on your way. He will give you provisions for the trip. He'll give you the urn with Eleanor's ashes, and his. Well, I guess he's probably got a staff on hand here. They'll basically tell you where to go and guide you to the direction. It's in the Painted Valley. It's about a 3-day journey from here. You've probably heard of this. If anybody would like to give me a history check, if you think your character might know something about it, you can do that, and I'll give you as much information depending on the role.
I'll do it. What's my history? Got a 13.
The Painted Valley is a lush region. The forests that you'll travel through to get there are very dense. It's called the Painted Valley because of how beautiful and colorful the fauna are in this area. That's all you would know with a 13.
Mm-hmm. So I'll tell the group that I know this information.
Okay. Anybody else make a history check?
Would this town have any magical background at all that I would know of that I could roll for?
Sure. Give me a history check.
19.
It doesn't have a history of magic, but you probably would have heard, because the Eleanor her family line was very powerful. They died out 30 years ago, and when Eleanor married Henrik, that basically ended her family name. You've heard of this their estate, though. You actually are probably familiar of it. You've seen it on maps. Maybe you wouldn't have gone there in person, but you probably are aware of this place. And you heard from the Baron that there's a groundskeeper. He mentioned that there was a groundskeeper there, and there'll be somebody to kind of guide you to the mausoleum.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to jump through the travel here. So you're spending 3 days on the road. They are all well-known roads, safe roads, so there's no events that are going to happen in between now and then. So when you leave the sickbed, when you enter into the Painted Valley, one of the things you notice is that the valley is as beautiful as it was named after. Low golden clouds roll past the mountains. The path that you're on, again, is clearly marked and identified, winds through this thick forest. There's a cottage that you see ahead of you, and in this cottage is surrounded by an ivy-choked gate. When you approach, though, you definitely see that the cottage that you're going to is run down a bit, and even though there's supposed to be a groundskeeper and it does look like somebody does take care of the place, it's still probably more than that one person can handle. So beyond the cottage, you also see a path that goes deeper into this woods, and even in the distance, you can see a golden spire glinting through the trees. All right, what would you like to do?
Say that must be the tower we're looking for.
Yeah.
Yeah, that very well
Pretty
could be.
gilded to me.
So,
Would you like to do anything as you approach the cottage?
Perception check.
Sure, give me perception checks if you'd like to.
Can we all do that?
Yep.
I think we all
Anybody
should,
that would
yeah.
like to make one.
17.
18.
Nice.
All right. So, if you got... I see these rolls coming in. So, Orel 17, Bolin 18, Brahm 14, Bear 10, Yagnir 10, and, yeah, so anybody that got 10 or higher, which seems like everyone that rolled at this point, one of the things that you are noticing is that there are a lot of animals, squirrels, birds, those types of forest woodland creatures. And there's also very bright and vibrant plant life. There's, like I said, very green, lush trees. There's purple, kind of very vibrant purple fungi that are also, you see in the ground, they're on trees. And it gives the whole area this really, colorful beauty. If you got higher than 15, you also see that there's a person standing in the window of the cottage, staring at you as you approach and look around at your surroundings. You can't make out who it is, but you can definitely see there's a outline of a figure in the window.
So I see the outline, and I'll guide the group towards the cottage, maybe saying, this looks like it could be the groundskeeper. Perhaps we should go and introduce ourselves and tell him of our mission.
Okay. Yeah, so you approach the door to the cottage, and the figure moves away from the window and then appears at the doorway. This man is ancient, is a good way to describe him. An old man, grizzled, gruff, big beard, big bushy beard. He wears a brown work apron and holds a rake in his hand. And as you approach, he speaks to you.
What?
No trespassing here.
Who's carrying the urn?
I guess I was carrying the urn.
Yeah, Steve had it. Yagnir had it.
As we approach, I'll put my hands up to show that we mean no harm, and I'll gesture to the urn and Yagnir. Take it away, Yagnir.
I'll explain where we're from. We're coming from the Baron. This is his wife's ashes, and he sent us here to lay her ashes in the ground as her final resting spot.
We were told she was brought up here. This is her family home, and it was her final wish to be laid here.
We're here with his permission.
What was the name again?
We come from Baron Henrik Rene, and this is his wife Eleanor's remains.
Eleanor. Oh, I remember Eleanor. I've been here for 30 years. Sweet child.
So you knew the family then?
I was employed by them, and now I work on the estate. They're all gone.
Still
What
work
happened
here?
to the family?
Killed, one by one. Terrible
Killed?
accidents 30 years ago. Yep.
Why do you stay?
The estate pays for me to be here.
What kind of accidents killed the family?
Seemingly just, bad luck. Accidents. Now, and as he speaks, he's gonna say something. He kind of dazes off, like just looks at you with eyes kind of glassy, mouth hanging wide open, and just continues to make some weird noises like,
Does he seem just, like maybe a little like out of it or senile or?
Kind of. If you would like to make a insight check or investigation check, you could do that.
I'll do investigation.
I'll do insight.
Okay.
Ooh. Oh, critically bad.
Rolled a 1.
Yeah.
I rolled a 15 on insight.
Well, Steve, Yagnir doesn't notice anything when he's analyzing him, but he definitely lost his train of thought, Orel, and he's kind of just stumbling over his words, mumbling, kind of trying to get back to where he was. And then he says, "You'd best go before something bad happens."
Something bad.
Bad
Say,
like what?
Hey guys, I think he's right. Maybe we should just head on our way. We'll see you later.
Can
I
I?
agree.
Hold on, let's see what happens.
Like
Can I
inch
use-
towards the
Oh,
door.
sorry.
No, go ahead, Michelle.
Can I use this opportunity to just like use my small and lithe body to just like slip between his legs and like forward roll and tumble in?
Oh, you can just walk in. He doesn't seem like he's very...
Oh, he's not trying to stop us from getting in?
No.
Alright, well, I do it anyway just for
Yeah.
show.
Yeah, you can tumble through his legs, and he kind of notices that you do that, but he doesn't have the vitality to like even reach down to grab you and prevent you from doing it.
Alright, I energetically hop up on the other
Yeah.
side and cheer for myself.
Okay, so you head into the cottage that the door he left open, and it's weird in here. It's normal. It's like a cottage of a dude who lives out in the wilderness, basically. But I mean, just like dirty, like nothing cleaned, food left out, rotting. Doesn't look like he's cleaned here in years.
Well, at least this place smells better than the last place we were in. I don't see any severed heads.
That's true.
So, I mean,
Yeah, nothing like that. No.
Well, at the first mention of something bad possibly happening, I'll go ahead and cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay.
Arel sort of took that as a threat a little bit, so he'll approach the man. Like, he recognizes that he's maybe old and senile, but he wants to, like, make sure the group is safe, so he'll kind of, like, put his hands on the man's shoulders and be like, "Sir, like, if anything bad is bound to happen while we're here, we must know about it. What did you mean? Is there anything you wish to tell us?" And I'll
So
roll
now
a
that you
persuasion check.
Now that you get up close and personal, you grab him by the shoulders. You can see that his tongue has black spots all over it.
I'll kind of recoil at that a little bit, like put my hands off of him. But can I
Yeah.
also roll persuasion with that for him
Sure.
to tell us what he means?
Yeah, you can roll a persuasion.
16 persuasion. And then also medicine check maybe on the top. Or like, I don't know what kind of a check that would be to see why that might
Let's say at this point I'm on the path and I'm like, hey, what's going on over there? Everything okay? Like
You
I'm
take
just
like a 30-foot move back.
yeah. Every time I appear, I'll just be further and further away.
So, what'd you get on the medicine there? 16?
No, I got that was persuasion, but I'll roll medicine too to see
Okay.
what's wrong with his tongue. What is my plus for medicine?
It'd be wisdom.
11 for medicine, and then 16 for persuasion.
Okay, so the persuasion.
Can I do
You
a
get the
medicine check, Bobby? I have a better chance.
Yeah, you can make one too. You get the sense, Orel, that it's not that he doesn't want to speak right now. He's just kind of stunned. He's like standing there and he's making that weird like noise, like he's just gurgling, like that.
I got the same score.
A 7, an 11 too. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you don't know what's afflicting him, but clearly he's under some sort of effect. I mean, his breath, it's foul. His tongue is not right. Something is affecting him, and that might be why he's not telling you everything.
Yeah,
He's
let's
going in and
keep
out of
it-
consciousness.
He might be sick with something.
Can I
Yeah.
do like maybe a nature check or something to see if something in the wilderness might be affecting him?
That
Like
would be good.
The
Yep.
fungi or whatnot.
That would be good.
A nice 8.
A nice 8. Well, if it's a nice 8, it's different.
Ah,
It's better than a bad 8.
it's a good 8.
Yeah, Dobby, being a kind of a master of all things, you've read up a bunch of diseases that could be caused by, fungi, plant life, like that in this region. You just don't know of any specific one.
What about the animals that we saw, wandering around? Did they look like normal critters? Did
Yeah,
they act?
Yeah, they were-
funny?
birds singing. It was like a picturesque, Disney movie.
Well, this guy doesn't seem to be much help. Maybe we should keep it moving and get out of here.
Okay.
Wait,
Yeah,
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Oh, sorry. I was just wondering where the water comes from in this area.
Well, he's not going to tell you.
Hmm.
He's
Okay.
he's having a hard time speaking.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I will kneel in front of him and say a quick prayer to Paylor to help this poor man who obviously doesn't have his wits about him anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll refer a prayer to Lathander to help him.
Oh, good. We got the two light gods
Yeah.
here. Light is
Bolden's
covering.
backing away, we're like dropping to
Yeah, exactly.
I look at Bolin. Let's just get out of here.
I
Leave
like
these
pop
guys to
out
their
from
thing.
behind like a stone like ledge. It's like, oh nope, all right, we're still here. Great, okay.
So the valley, the mausoleum is down in the valley. You can follow a path behind the cottage. I'll switch over maps. Okay. So place yourselves at the bottom of the map here.
Sweet.
Hey, but I just realized forests are my favorite terrain.
Ooh.
If that comes into play.
It will, and also you get advantage, I believe, on survival checks or nature checks when you're in there.
Okay, good to know.
So just look it up, make sure, because if you have any
Yeah.
questions, you can do that. Although there's no need to roll like a survival check to guide yourselves. You know where you're going, so
Perfect.
it's
I
not
don't
like
have
you're
my
lost.
familiar in my list to drag over.
Oh, okay.
Hockey.
Hockey.
Yeah, you can't go anywhere without him. You know that.
Oh, I didn't give you hockey in this. Where's hockey? Come on. Here we go. That's not what I want.
How could you?
All right, hockey. Give him to Dobby. Should be good. See if you can move him. Yep. Okay, good. All right, and we're bringing in Yagnir. And who else is missing from this group here? Brahm. There we go. Okay, So you should be able to move your characters on the map. Everybody good? Okay.
Yep.
All right, so you can see through the valley. There's the tower. The yellow, golden tower is in front of you. The path is windy as you're headed there. We'll start at the edge of the board, but we'll do a movement each. So we'll go in turn. It's up to you to decide who's going first, but if you'd like to make a marching order, we could write that down.
I'm happy to
Not me.
be close to the front.
I can go close to the front as well.
Yeah, I feel like since we're in a forest, I would gain maybe a little bit more confidence. Kind of reminds me of like my past or something like that. So I feel a little bit more confident.
Aurel sees sort of Bolin looking a little bit more confident. He'll like slap him on the back and like push him to the front. Like, you go, friend. I believe in you. I'm right behind you.
Wait a
Well,
minute.
that's
Who's
not
gonna,
the very
who's
front
gonna
of
watch
the
the rear?
This isn't the front of the line confidence. This is just
Who's gonna watch the rear? I'm
I'll
not
watch
gonna
the
be here by
rear.
myself.
I'll watch the rear. I mean, I have a bad feeling about this overall, so I'll be close to the exit this time.
And if Brum says in the back, you can take sips of your special canteen.
Yeah, you know,
Filled with
like
just
I'm
water.
drinking- yeah. Always just water.
just
I'm working.
water. All right, so I've got Orel, Bear, Bolin, Yagnir, Dobby, and Brom. That's the marching order. Okay? All right, so Orel, why don't you go first, and then everybody else will follow behind you. And if you'd like to do anything while you move, you let me know.
Okay, I'll move. Are we just doing regular movement, like 30?
Yeah, 30 feet. Yeah.
Okay.
Move your character, but as you're walking through the path beyond the cottage, you notice that the birds of paradise sing in the trees, and purplish black fungi bloom everywhere.
As I walk,
And you
I
can
would
see
have
that on the
made
map.
sure not to step on the fungi.
is that what this is?
I
Yeah,
don't know
you
if
can
that's
see it
what
on
it
the
is.
map.
I would have walked around it just because it looked like an obstacle.
Move yourself then, appropriately.
Yeah, I did. I think I
Okay, good.
did. Yeah.
All right, so next up would be Bear.
Bear is tiptoeing. He's a bear, but he's a nimble one. 1,
Okay.
2, 3, 4, 5. Huzzah! We've made it.
So you also noticed that Orel went around the mushrooms, so you do the same. Is that what
Good
you do?
call, Orel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Bolin?
Let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20. I'm going to, maybe go right here, and I'm gonna. Can I investigate the fungus or?
Yeah, give me a nature check.
nature.
Actually, no, you could give me an investigation.
Okay.
Yeah. Nature would be more of a knowledge of this. So
Okay. So that is a D20 plus 2.
I feel like I was metagaming when I went around this fungus, but it's because yesterday I was on a walk and I stepped on those like puffball mushrooms that puff up like dust or spores when you step on them. Like there was a whole patch, and I stepped on it, and my dog stepped on it. So I think that's what. Sorry if that was totally metagaming.
You metagamed. That's okay.
I did.
I rolled a
Bolin.
21.
You've never seen mushrooms like this before.
Okay.
These mushrooms are also really, really funky looking. They don't have the typical, like, look to them of a mushroom. They have like stringy vines coming down from under near their cap, and they look very like, what's the word I'm looking for here? Like movable. Like they look like if you were to push on it, it would like depress it.
Okay.
They look
Definitely
very
not gonna.
malleable. I think that's the word I want.
They're not moving, are they?
No.
Do I notice like any like tracks that maybe like animal tracks? Are they approaching the mushrooms?
That would be a survival check. I'll take that.
Okay.
I'll give you advantage because you're in your favorite terrain.
Okay. We'll do 2d20s, right? Let's see. I have a plus A 12 would be my highest.
Okay. There's no tracks.
Okay.
None. In fact, this trail looks, well, like it's well kept, I guess, but no tracks within the last couple of days at least.
I'm gonna tell the group that I've never sort of seen mushrooms like this before, so just to be safe, let's kind of just move around it.
Do you notice any smell? I'll
Uh,
yell back to Bolin.
A smell?
yeah, do I notice a smell?
No smell. No smell. Next up is Yagnir. You're gonna move your character?
Yeah, I'll move it.
And then Dobby and Brom.
Right over there.
Okay. And Dobby?
I'll move my 30 right there.
Yep, what about Hawkeye?
Hawkeye is going to fly up and survey the area.
Sure.
About right there, maybe. Just do like a quick circle around the vicinity.
Perception
See if he
check
sees
from...
anything.
Yeah, perception check from Hawkeye.
An 11.
Okay. And for Brom.
Okay. Do people move theirs all the way? I wanna
Yeah,
take
well,
a-
I think Steve was at the edge. We can move a little closer
Yeah.
because we were kind of spread out.
I mean, I'm
can move
tiptoeing
over.
around things because I see everyone else doing it, and I just have a really bad feeling about it, so I'm gonna try to follow in pace because no one else in front of me has dropped dead yet.
Sure. Brom, being observant right now because you said you're paranoid, you're really trying to watch out for everything. You have a bad feeling.
Mhm.
As you're getting closer to the mausoleum now, and I know we only moved 30 feet on the map, but as you've been progressing closer to the mausoleum, you've noticed that you don't hear the birds singing anymore.
Yup. Yeah, I'll definitely mention. Hey guys, I don't hear anything. That's like weird, right? Usually there's like noise. I don't.
And there
hear
was
birds.
quite a bit of it.
Yeah, I don't hear.
What time of day is
frogs.
it anyway?
I feel like I'm getting a little cold, like a little chilly all of a sudden.
Oh no. I guess watch out for dead birds, because there's like a thing about a canary in a mine that I heard once, and like it's dead now or something. So I hope we're not canaries.
If you look at the tree line and you look to see where the birds are, you'll notice that there are birds. They're here.
Oh,
They're just
okay. They're just
sitting
very
on-
quiet.
They're just perched on trees. Their mouths are wide open. Their beaks are wide open.
What are they doing?
Just sitting there.
With their beaks wide open?
Hmm.
Could
Are we talking to each other out loud?
Yeah.
Okay,
gonna-
so our
I'm
characters.
not gonna look at the birds anymore because they just make me uncomfortable. I'm like, wait, guys, I see them. This is weird. Looking at the ground now.
Could I maybe like shoot an arrow not at the birds but near it to see if they'll like flutter away, or like are they just gonna sit there?
It's kind of weird.
Yeah, you could shoot an arrow at a bird. Try to scare it.
Yeah, do I have to roll for that? Or...
No. No, you
Yeah,
don't
so
have to roll for it.
I kind of shoot an arrow like at a tree branch that's nearby, and just to kind of, because they're creeping me out, I want them to go away at this point, and I want to see if anything happens.
So you see a couple birds perched on a tree branch over here to the west, and you just shoot an arrow at it, and it lands like directly at the foot of where these birds are perched. They don't move at all, not even a flinch.
Can Bear walk up to the birds and stick a finger in one of their mouths?
Oh, you're gonna get bit.
You could climb up there, Bear. You could climb the tree if you'd like. Give me an athletics check.
Okay. All right. Cool.
And I've never seen a bear climb a tree before.
You never know. You never know.
Are these,
Alright.
Can you see from the ground, are they breathing?
Not from the ground, you can't see, but Bear scurries up the tree.
Haha!
with a 21. Bear, you're on the branch now with the birds.
Here I am.
You look at the
So-
birds. None of them are
Yes.
moving. You kind of like wave in front of their face. Nothing.
Can I stick a finger in one of their mouths?
Sure.
I yell at Bear to bring one back so we can check it out.
I give a thumbs up to Dobby. Anything for you!
Yeah, you stick your finger in one of the mouths and nothing, but you do notice that its tongue has black spots all over it.
Ugh.
Do these black spots look anything like the mushrooms? Like, is there similar type
I would
of...
like to dissect the bird and see.
The bird's alive!
I
It won't be
hastily
soon.
stuff the birds into my pockets and I scurry back down.
We
with
gotta
the
figure out
birds.
what's going on here.
Okay, so you've got 3 birds in your pocket.
And I
and
bring
you
them
head
back
down.
and show them to my teammates, and I say, guys, look at these tongues.
I think I'm quite
Tongues.
good with my autopsy skills with dead things, so I think I'm gonna give that a shot.
Okay, do you have a like
Oh,
surgeon's tools?
I have my tinkerer's tools.
That's not the same.
Screwdrive
And I have. Why not? All I
Alright.
need is something sharp to cut it open with.
No, if
It's
you're
a
gonna
bird.
do like an autopsy, you're gonna take
It's
like a monkey wrench to it. That's not the same thing.
Alright, does anybody have anything sharp? I have an arrowhead.
Dagger.
Yeah, I can use a dagger. There you
Yeah,
go.
but that's like using.
Oh, my
It'd be like
dagger.
using a steak knife to cut open a dead
Hey.
body. It's not. It's
Why
not meant
would
for the
you-
I'm
job.
not trying to make this nice and clean here. I just want to get a general idea of what's going on.
Okay, fine. So then you can just cut the bird in half.
At least kill the
you don't
bird
need-
first? And, like...
That I believe cutting it in half will
Dead already.
I am not
Dobby
looking at
slowly slices the bird open.
Is there a humane society of, the
Yeah,
Forbidden
Arel
Realms?
turns away. He doesn't want to look at this.
Does the
Anybody
bird
that
make any
decides-
struggling noise while
Anybody
I-
that decides to look at the autopsy or the butchering of this bird, sanity check.
Definitely.
Arel's looking
I'm,
the F
I'm,
away from
I'm
him.
not. This is not something I'd be a part of.
No.
No, I'm just kidding. So you can cut the bird open though, if you'd like to. So you cut the bird open, and it doesn't even acknowledge that you are cutting it open. It obviously dies, but it doesn't struggle. It doesn't make any noise. And when you open it up, its intestines, its guts that spill out are all black.
Black stomach, black tongue, black
Did we happen to notice
fungus.
if the Duke's tongue or anything was similar to these guys?
You
Black
didn't
spots?
look at his tongue per se, but Steve did do a medicine check, so he gave him a look over. You didn't notice that his tongue was black.
Could I shoot an arrow at one of the mushrooms, or the patch of mushrooms, to see if it like stuff pops out? If,
Sure. Nothing pops out. You can you shoot an arrow, take a dagger, and cut one of the fungus. It's fine. The ones that are on the road here, they're tiny
Yeah.
little mushrooms. You could easily cut them or step on them, whatever you want.
Can I jump over this, Pat? Like, if we reach this point right here,
You could clear it. Yeah, if
Okay.
you have a strength of like 10, you can jump 10 feet. So,
Oops, okay.
Dobby,
You any animals?
you have an animal, Hawkeye.
You have
Hawkeye-
seen or any animals like deer or anything like that, or
No, you saw some squirrels, maybe some bunnies, but
were they acting
Oh, let's cut open a bunny.
squirrels?
and, you haven't seen any right around you. Perhaps if you were to look, but Hawkeye is alerting Dobby telepathically. There's a creature shuffling through the trees, headed your way.
Guys, we have some company headed in from our west.
Has this been about an hour since we've been traveling through the forest, Bob?
No,
Okay.
no, from the cottage.
Yeah.
No,
Or-
it's on.
okay.
That's only been. It's been like 10 minutes.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Arel will cast Divine Sense to detect if anything is affected by the Hallow spell or location of any celestial fiend or undead. Does he sense anything?
Within 30 feet?
60 feet.
60 feet?
Mhm.
That's a concentration? Does that stay up, or is that a one-time use? I forget.
I think
That's
it's a
paladin.
one-time use. It says, as an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of your next turn, you can sense anything affected by these things.
I'm going to say no. No.
Can I have Hawking take a closer look?
You don't need to. After you look to the tree line, once Hockey says that, we're going to go into combat here. So you see a similar looking fungus to the ones that are on the road, except this one might be triple the size. Still small. It's not like the size of a person or anything like that. But they are the same type of fungus. They are moving with their vines or tentacles, moving very slowly towards the tree line, and you see them now. I'm going to bring them into here, and we're going to go into combat.
Bear's gonna
Alright.
lift up his shield and put his back to his comrades.
So this is
I got you guys.
we're fighting mushrooms. This is
Yeah.
Oh boy.
It's like evil Goomba.
Like
Evil
I just
Goombas,
realized.
right. Okay, so there's these mushrooms coming towards you. All right. So basically what we're going to do is if you go into the tree line, if you go into the green area, it would be difficult terrain. It's going to slow you down. You'll go half
Except for
speed.
Bolin, right?
Except for Bolin.
well, we haven't been traveling for an hour, unless I'm reading this incorrectly. Let me,
I don't think you have to worry about the difficult terrain when you're in your area.
Alright, because it just says, yeah, when traveling for an hour or more in your chosen terrain, difficult terrain doesn't slow your group's travel.
Oh, it's a group travel. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more of like a overland travel sort of like mechanic. So maybe it doesn't. But either way, we'll count it at that.
Okay.
Okay. So let's begin. Roll for the group. Let's have Dobby start us off.
Our initiative is a 9.
Well, we're just doing a group initiative because remember we're doing the group. So he's rolling a d20.
Should I just take what I rolled in the d20 or reroll?
Yeah, what'd you get? A 6?
6.
Okay. So I got a 9. The fungus are going to head towards the tree line and come to you. All right. So that's their movement. They move out onto the road. You're up, everybody.
Oh, they all went at once?
Yep.
Sure, I'll go ahead and I'll... No, never mind. I'll have some go first.
I just want to check something.
Bear is going to look at this range of mushrooms and say, "Ah, gross!" and then just fly into them with his battle axe.
Get him,
Okay.
Bear.
Yeah! These guys like dead things. Yuck. And so Bear's gonna do a big ol' battle axe attack.
Okay. Go for it.
One of these plus that.
Ooh.
A 9?
A 9. Where are you moving? Are you going to the one right in front of you?
Yes.
Okay.
Boom.
A 9. Total?
Yes.
You hit.
Oh,
Nice.
wow. Okay. Hey, it's not that hard to hit these guys. I'm gonna shout over my shoulder. Okay. Cool. So a d8.
A 3, so 5 damage.
Yes. So 5 damage to the one immediately in front of me.
Gotcha. 5 damage. Done. Anything else? That was
I
your
also
move, your
cackle
attack?
maniacally.
Okay,
Sorry.
perfect. Group?
How far away are they? These squares are 10 feet or 5?
5 feet.
Oh, I'll do Burning Hands on this
Okay.
one right in front of me.
Do you want to
But-
move to get more of them?
5, 10, 15. Maybe I can get all 3 of these guys here. There's
You
15.
can get 3 if you were to move to this square. Oh no, you could probably do it from your square. You're right. Yes, you can.
5, 10, 15,
You can.
5, 10, 15. Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. So just to make sure we're clear here, you're looking at this basically. That would be your burning hands.
Yeah, because that's 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, 15. Yep.
Okay. Cool. Go
Okay.
ahead. Roll your d6s.
That's D6 per level.
It's 3d6, and if you upcast it, it would be an extra d6. So it's up to you. Are you using a first level?
Yeah, I'll do first level.
Okay, so then do that.
And I think it's a DC check for you as well, Bob.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a dexterity check.
5, 4, 5.
Okay, and I'm going to roll all 3 of them
14.
right now. All right, your DC would be what, Steve? Is it 14?
Hold on a second.
Yeah, so one's going to pass. Sorry, 2 are going to pass. 1 is going to fail.
Okay.
Actually, that might not be true. No, I apologize. They are all going to fail. Yeah, they're all going to fail.
Even better.
Yeah, they're all going to fail. All right, so damage was 14?
14.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so the one that Bear hit burns away, but the rest are still moving towards you.
Did-
I guess I'll throw an acid splash at the 2 that are weakened by the burning
Okay.
hands.
Sure, go ahead.
It's a dexterity saving throw for the both of them, and it's 5 damage if they fail.
We've got a 2 failures.
All right, 5 each.
Okay, those 2 are gone as well. Oops. Okay. Anybody else would like to go?
Brum is staying where he's at because there's too many mushrooms around. I don't want to step on any of them.
Okay.
I can take a step forward and slash at the
Sure.
closest one to me. So, just slashing with my longsword. 11 to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. And 10 damage.
10? It's dead.
Awesome.
All right. Who has left to go for you?
I haven't gone.
You haven't gone. Okay. All right. And Brahm hasn't gone. So that's fine. So the 2 of you can ready in action if you'd like. Hawkey says there are more coming.
From which way?
All around you.
Oh boy.
I think
think
we
we
just may have to run into the
Yeah,
tower.
I think we might just have to run.
Guys, we need to get somewhere we can defend ourselves easier without getting surrounded.
Yeah.
Okay. So at the end of the round, 4 more appear behind you, and more appear on the road ahead of you. Like so. So you've got more all around you coming to the tree line. Let's go back to initiative here.
Have we seen any of them come out from the tree line?
They've all been coming from the trees.
I mean, how hard would it be to run through difficult terrain through, like, the grassy area?
The grassy area is the tree line, so it would be difficult terrain. It would take double movement.
Okay.
All right.
Have they left
So-
the tree line at all, though?
They've been coming to the road. Yes, they're like one of them inched out onto the road, but you killed it, so it didn't get a chance to really. But all right,
Wonder if we
let's
just
roll
run
for
through the
initiative here.
trees.
Dasha, give me a d20 roll.
Mhm.
I got a 14.
I got a 20.
Ooh, okay.
Okay,
Go.
everyone run for it?
That means we go 4 times before they
Yep,
go, right?
let's run.
Yeah. Should we run
Yeah.
through the difficult terrain or should we try to go on the road?
You can go on the road.
But
Yeah, they're coming from the trees, so let's try to stay on the road without touching as many things as possible.
Yeah.
I don't know
everyone
what
take-
these
Or
birds.
you might be able to book it right past them.
They
Yeah, why
seem
don't we
pretty
all just
slow.
double movement? Yeah.
So we can maybe we could focus down those two and then cut to the right.
Let's
Yeah,
do that.
Okay.
Let's see. If I move right there, that's 30 feet. And then from this square. What am I doing? From this square, I can make it to the tower. We can make it to the tower.
Yeah, I'd say we just double move.
Okay, yeah.
Double move.
So here, and then. Yeah, Aurel's gonna make it run all the way to the tower.
We're gonna have to run through the mushrooms.
Go for it.
If we're
Yeah.
going for that.
I'll run through the mushrooms. So, about 30 feet to there, and Aurel's gonna end up right around here.
Perfect. We'll let the entire group go first because these mushrooms all go at kind of like at the same time, and they're very slow, so they wouldn't be able to take advantage of, your high initiative here. So the entire group may move.
I'm gonna run, but I'm gonna, as I'm running, I'm gonna take note of where everyone else is running on the mushrooms and kind of follow that same path.
Sure.
So I don't have to touch a mushroom.
Okay.
Bear is
All right.
using his shield to kind of push things out of his way as he runs, so that things don't get on the front of his body.
Okay. Well, you're able to luckily go before the mushrooms, so you really don't have to push anything aside. You're able to jump over the small mushrooms on the road and get to where you're going. Now, the mushrooms, you notice, are still lumbering towards you. Once they get onto the road, though, they are going to attack, if possible. So they're moving.
Does that
moving these
activate my
mushrooms.
ready to attack from earlier, or since I double moved, it eliminates?
Yeah, that would
Activates
be
my trap card.
Okay.
exactly. So this one fungus gets close enough to Brahm. And Brahm, it's going to reach out with you with one of its little tendrils. And what's your armor class?
Mine is. Give me a second here. Should be it's 15, but I'm unarmed, and so it's an extra 1 or 2. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're not going to be hit with this, so its vines or little tentacle arms try to grab you, but you're able to evade it. Now, you approach the tower, and you've seen the picture in the thumbnail. It's a white painted stone tower. It is tall. It's about probably, if you're looking at the tower, there's a large stone door at the bottom and windows at the very top floor. The windows are probably 70 feet up from where you're standing. But the tower ends with that golden sort of spire. That might be 30, 40 feet additional. So it's about 100 feet tall, but there are windows 70 feet up. Let's see. So it looks like Dobby and Aurel would be able to get to the door. The door is, as I said, stone, and it is locked.
Can I have Hawkeye check out the window?
Sure. Hawkeye will go into the window up top.
Does he
While
see
he's
anything?
inspecting that, what would you all like to do?
I'll yell that the door is locked. Does anyone have lock-picking tools? We don't have a rogue, do we?
No.
No, we don't.
We could do
I,
force.
I could smash it with the hilt of my sword. Like, if there's a visible lock on the outside, I'll try to bash it with that to...
I have a battle axe. I could help you.
Yeah, I could do that.
Sure, you can try to break it open.
Then
Give me
meanwhile, can I
a-
shoot one of the mushrooms with my crossbow?
You could do that as well. So we'll go in order here. So
Okay.
I think Aurel and what we'll do here is the two of you are helping each other. So we'll do strength checks here. So we can take athletics. We'll give advantage. One of you can roll the dice each, and we'll take the better result.
One.
And Bear?
A 12.
Okay. So the two of you are pushing into this tower here, and The Orel smashes the lock, and then Bear from the beneath pushes the door open. The stone door opens.
Yeah.
You can enter if you'd like. That was your action.
I will enter,
Okay.
and I'll usher everyone in after me. I'll let's go. Everyone,
We're still engaged out here.
kill them and run in here.
Just run in and we'll close the door real quick.
It sounds
This
like somebody
reminds-
who's inside would say.
Yeah, I would like to. Am I able to disengage? I don't
Yeah,
know if
sure.
So,
Yeah.
okay, I disengage and run in the door.
Okay. I'll move you in.
Okay. I'll run in the door too.
Sure.
Did Hawkeye see anything by chance?
Yeah, I'll get to hockey in a second.
All right. Then I
So-
will go in as well.
Yeah. So you head in. Yep. Perfect. Okay. So stop right there. I'm just gonna make sure that the other map is correct. Yes, I believe it is. Okay. Great. So I'll move you over to the map. I think I've got your characters in here. So Dobby, can you see Bear, Brom, Orel had you in here? Okay.
Yep.
Mhm.
All right. I'm gonna move a few other things in here. I need to get Yagnir,
Quick bathroom break.
and who else do I need to
Bathroom
get in
break,
here?
yes.
Oh, yes. Bolin. All right. So you come in and you close the door now. This heavy stone door closes, and you feel like you need to prop it open with something, or prop it shut with something, because otherwise the fungus, you hear them, as they get closer, they start to bash into the door.
Oh, I see a nice desk right there.
Yeah. You like to
Guys,
move the desk
help me
in
move
front?
the desk over. Block the door.
Okay.
I help.
Bob, I would like to draw my dagger. That will give me light, I believe. So I can
Yes.
see what's going on.
It's pitch black in here, so unless you have a light source.
Oh, I have
Yeah,
you
I
struggle.
have that magical dagger that emits
Yep.
light that I got in the very first.
Yes, you do.
I have a light cantrip.
You can cast that.
Is there anything up on the ceiling that I can cast it on that might overshine everything?
I'll describe the room to you in a second. You can decide what you would like to cast it on. But you prop the desk up against the door, and it's heavy and stone, so you're hoping that just because it's so heavy and they're just mushrooms, that they can't really push it open. But now you feel confident that they won't get in very easily with the desk. All right. So I'm going to read the description. I just want to make sure Steve and Michelle hear this. All right. So far, everybody, you've avoided the mushrooms pretty well. What do you think of these mushrooms?
They look
Well,
tasty.
why are they moving?
I'm very nervous about them.
You think that's what's making everyone's tongues black? Spots? Got fungi?
That's what I was thinking. Maybe the birds ate some of the fungus, but
Yeah, like eating
I was
it
not
and-
able to tell from the dissection.
Were the walking ones also purple? I'm just I don't
Yep.
remember. Okay.
Mhm.
It's weird that they're purple, right? Like
The walking ones were purple,
Purple,
but the ones on
bright-
the ground were dark.
Bright
were
and
black.
colorful stuff are always poisonous in nature, usually.
I'm wondering if they're just mushrooms that are have been animated by some sort of magic, or whether they are creatures that naturally somehow spawn and come to life from these mushrooms.
But we didn't
kind of
detect any
weirdo
magic.
makes mushroom friends.
I don't think we detected any magic.
Yeah, you're right, Dobby.
Did we all check like our feet after running through the mushrooms? Did we notice anything like on our shoes or anything weird going on? To make sure.
I think you pretty much avoided it.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. Nobody said that they were just running. You made very clear that you wanted to avoid the
Well,
mushrooms. You know.
Okay.
I got a smudge on my shoe. Pretty upset about it. These are new shoes.
Okay, so we're gonna continue. We'll catch Steve up in a second. So, Dobby, you want to cast light.
Mm-hmm.
You have dark vision, so you can see in this room. This is basically the first floor of the mausoleum. So people are laid to rest here. There's religious symbols. There's some other things here like papers, desk. Maybe guests would be right to write their name that they visited. It does seem like nobody has been here in quite some time. Again, the family line died out.
Can we tell that from the guest list or just from the way things look?
I'm going to say that, yes, you could tell that from the papers that are in here. Now, this mausoleum is made of stone. There is, actually, it's made of white marble, I should say. The tower, the floor that you're in, the first floor, you see that the room's walls are carved. There's violets and vines ornately decorating the walls. There are also, you said you wanted to look and see if there's anything on the ceiling. Black vines erupt through the ceiling, snake down the walls, and plunge into the earth. And you could see them drawn on the map.
So they're coming from above us, the source of the vines?
The vines, yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Or the vines moving.
I guess if you don't know if the vines are coming from something underneath or up top, but vines go from the roof, the ceiling of this floor, around the walls, and then deep into the ground. They are thick black vines. What would you like to cast light on?
I like to cast light on... I'll just shoot an arrow into the ceiling and cast it on that, just to get a good light source over everything.
Okay, so you cast light on the ceiling, and when you do that, anybody that doesn't have a light source can see the contents of the room. And it's when you see a horrifying ghost appear in front of you. I'm going to show you the pic here. And for those of you who are watching at home, you can see this is the figure here. Clearly, you recognize this person. This is Eleanor. All right. Everyone that's in the room needs to give me a wisdom saving throw.
I got a 6.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh no, Bear. 17.
Oh, 7.
16.
This is kind
Okay.
of reminding Bear of just growing up in the never-ending caves, and he's kind of feeling very uncomfortable right now.
Yeah, I'd agree with you. It's pitch black in here, which you're good with. But so
Now this
okay,
lady-
who got a 6? Dobby?
I did.
Okay. So Dobby, you are frightened for 1 minute. You suffer a level of sanity loss. And Dobby,
End. Why is there always
Wait,
an
there's
end?
more.
Why is there always
You-
an end?
you age 40 years.
Oh no.
How do elves age exactly?
Oh no.
You're lucky you're an elf because they live for a long time, but you age
Excellent.
40 years.
Guys, my back hurts.
Brom,
My
what'd you
knees.
get? Brom, what'd you get?
7.
Brom, the same thing is going to happen to you. You are frightened for 1 minute, you lose a level of sanity, and you age 30 years.
Okay.
And
And I'm
Brom-
already down, so I think I have a short-term effect sanity.
Yes, exactly. I'll bring that up in a second to tell you what you are going to be suffering from here.
Great. So age 30 years, frightened.
Why can't I find our sanity rules here? I had it. Okay, so Brom and Dobby lose sanity. You're frightened, and you age. Brom, what are you? A human?
No, I'm actually an elf.
Oh yes, right. You're a wood elf, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. And did anybody else get below 13?
I got a 7.
Oh, Yagnir. Yagnir, you also age 20 years, and you lose a
That's
sanity
nothing.
point.
Okay.
Yeah, so the presence of this ghost frightens you, the three of you. The rest of you are able to, compose yourselves.
Oh, sorry, I got a 1.
Oh.
I'm sorry, I thought
It's
you
fantastic.
could see that.
This is
My
fantastic.
bad.
Yeah. No, that's great. You age 40 years.
800 years.
Yeah.
I'm like the size of a raisin now. I was old to start with, man. I don't know how my body's holding itself together.
You're lucky. Gnomes, they live a long time.
Did somebody say my name over there? What?
Oh, my hips. Sorry.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So sanity-wise, Steph, you are at 3 now. You have 3 left.
Yes. Yep.
All right. Give me a D100. Actually, 2 D100s, please.
D100s. Okay. Okay, I have it.
All right.
Sorry,
Just
I don't know what
call it
happened.
out.
The first one is a 66 and a 72.
66 and a 72.
Yes.
All right. So here's the deal. The first one that you're getting is short term. This is only going to last for a couple of minutes. But you rolled a 66. You experience vivid hallucinations, and you have disadvantage on ability checks.
Okay.
All right, and that's going to last for D10 minutes. So if you look at roll a D10, you can see how long it lasts.
Mm. 7 minutes.
Okay, so 7 minutes you're hallucinating. And the 72, that's a long-term madness. This is going to last for D10 hours. So you can roll a D10 for this one.
4 hours.
Okay, so for 4 hours, the character becomes attached to a lucky charm, such as a person or an object. You have disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks and saving throws if you are more than 30 feet away from it. So you can decide what your lucky charm is or who your lucky charm is, and those are your effects.
Okay, can I pick something on my person? Like, it would probably be like a lock of hair from Katrina, my wife, or something like
perfect.
that. Or,
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Okay. So a lock of hair, you
and that
take
was,
it out.
Abilities, saving throws.
Ability, saving throws, and attacks. If you
and
are,
attacks.
if you're separated from the item and you're 30 feet, more than 30 feet away from it. So I would say you probably want to have it out because you don't want anything to happen to it.
Okay. Yeah, I have it like out, and I guess I have fists, so it's probably in one of my fists.
Yeah, this actually is not so bad for you.
Yeah.
Just
Unless
don't
I
lose
drop
it.
it.
Yeah.
During my hallucinations.
All right. So, Orel and who else passed?
Bolin.
Bolin. Look at you. Wow.
Oh,
You go into a forest. He feels
It
invincible.
was the forest. It was the forest.
Wow. All right. So
your comfort zone.
Eleanor appears in front of you, and she apologizes for startling you.
Thanks a lot.
But
I'm back.
yeah, she's horrifying. I mean, her body is, her ghostly form still has all her wounds from the night of the masquerade. So she's really, injured, grave injuries. She's got that circular hole mark in her chest that the worm had eaten, taken out of her. So she says to you that you must lay my remains upstairs with my family.
I just scream because I'm just like freaked out. I'm still like freaked out, so I'm like,
High-pitched
There's
scream.
even though I passed, I'm just like, ah.
There's some weird veins coming from up there, guys. Some weird black roots.
She says, when you say that, she acknowledges you and says that, yes, one of my ancestors has brought corruption to this place. It must be annihilated.
How do we annihilate it?
You must confront it at the top of the tower.
And then what?
Defeat it. It is pure evil.
I will take a step back because I'm terrified, even though I passed. But I will ask her if she can guide us, like help us on our way.
I can do little to affect the results, but I will do my best to guide you.
Can I
I'd like
ask
to-
her if she was with the Baron when we saw him? Was that what he was looking at?
Yes, I cannot leave this plane of existence until my remains are placed atop this tower with my family.
So you were with the Baron? Not. You were okay.
I was.
I'm still
I
holding
feel-
you. I still hold up the urn and say, well, we'll do our best to get you up there.
I
Yes,
want to
you
ask
must
her
hurry.
if she knows if the corruption brought by her ancestor is the thing causing the weird illness of the animals and the groundskeeper.
It is. It is affecting the entire valley.
That
Very
explains the mushroom.
frightened. Can I bring Hockey back to comfort me?
Oh, Hockey, that's right. So Hockey, when he flew into the window, he saw it was dark in the upstairs, even though there was a window that he was able to enter into. There were coffins and urns resting on the floor, shelves, and all the burial, sarcophagi, stuff like that. But then he turned and looked. There's a thick black vines that were coming out of a coffin, and it's at that last moment that he was telling you this that your connection with him severed.
What?
Oh no, Hockey.
Well, I am immediately going to begin to bring him back.
Sure, 10 minutes, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, Eleanor
think
says
that's
that one of her ancestors made a terrible bargain, and it has come back to haunt the entire
Oh,
family.
jeez. I know
Oh.
all about these bargains.
I was gonna say.
Oh, jeez.
Sounds like devils or demons.
Oops.
The name Max. Was Max involved? Was a Max involved?
No, Max is
Morel
gone.
has a weird flashback to a
Maybe
previous
it's
life,
Marcus.
maybe.
Nightmares
It's not
from
Max this
Avernus.
time, it's Marcus.
Is there that light that Dobby casted? Did that illuminate for me as well?
Yes. That's when you saw Eleanor. I imagine it would have been cinematic, like the lights turn on and then there's a ghost in the room and everybody freaks out.
So I'm able to see more than the 5 feet currently on the screen.
Oh, sorry. Did I not change yours? I changed Orel. Yeah, I could change yours.
Okay,
Hold on.
cool.
I will also say, as soon as light was cast, he would have put away the dagger and drawn his sword again, because he doesn't need it if there is
Right.
light.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
All right. Sorry, Christian.
No, you're good.
I should have had that on for you. All right, so there's a stairwell spiraling up on the east side here of the tower.
Let's go.
Eleanor urges you to place her urn again at the top, and she flies up through the ceiling.
I don't know if I can go up there, guys. I'm pretty frightened at the moment.
Would
Yeah,
go up
can
there,
we
but my
move
back
from this
hurts.
place, or are we just like so petrified we can't move at all?
You're frightened of the ghost, so you can't move willingly towards her, but she's not here anymore. So I know that you know she's upstairs, but I'm gonna say that for gameplay purposes, as long as you're not on the map with her, you can move freely.
As long as we lose line of sight of her, we're fine, right?
Yeah, exactly. All right.
Let's say
so would
Eleanor
you
went
like
up
to head
here.
upstairs?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm
gonna
gonna
move you to
smack
the
one
next
of
map.
these roots with my quarterstaff on the way for harming my hockey.
Sure. You smack the
Take that.
vine.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's sturdy. You don't make a dent in it, and it you're not even sure if it's the root or not, but you feel like a vibration in the ground.
In the ground?
Probably, I'd say everyone could feel this. You know, maybe like the feeling of like a train going by in the distance.
I'd jump a little bit and walk briskly to my group.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna place you all on the
I
next
didn't do it.
map.
I think.
Some calm emotions on the body.
I'm sorry.
Say that again, Steve.
No, Steph spoke first. I'm sorry.
No, I was just gonna say. So Brum is having hallucinations, and he probably at this point thinks Bear is a real bear. Just a very, very old, frail bear. So he's gonna be like following this bear, like a spiritual guide, hopefully out of this place.
Bear does not enjoy having some drunken, staggering dude following him around, and Bear is trying to lose Brom constantly in the crowd.
Well, Bear, you are used to people relying on you. Dobby relies on you. Now Brahm relies on you. So, nothing new.
Okay, fine. But just remember, Dobby will always be my first and forever love.
Your first priority.
Yes.
There we go. So, second floor. Faded oil paintings and busts of Eleanor's ancestors line the walls. There are stairs on the same spot on the eastern wall that lead up, as well as clusters of knotty black vines that hang overhead like reaching hands. The air in this chamber has a strange haze, similar to a light, misty rainfall. What do you do?
Yeah.
Are we still feeling that fear from before, or has that passed?
You are still frightened of Eleanor, however, you do not see Eleanor here.
Is it still dark because we're on a different floor? So that
It's
arrow
pitch
is-
black. Yeah.
Can I
Dobby, do
cast
you wanna-
calm emotion on the group so that we're not afraid of her?
It's a good question. Calm emotion?
Yeah, it says you attempt to suppress strong emotions in a group of people, each humanoid in a 20-foot radius sphere. Center on a point you choose within range must make a charisma saving throw. A creature, hold on a second. A creature can choose to fail the saving throw if it wishes. If a creature fails its saving throw, choose one of the following two effects. First one, you can suppress any effect causing the target to be charmed or frightened.
Yeah, that would work then. So let's do it.
Okay, so boom.
Yep,
Wh-
20-foot
whatever-
radius. Yeah.
So it's 20-foot sphere, radius sphere. So all failure saving throws just do that. So, and I can suppress the fright.
Sure. What do you say to the group?
I'll tell them what I'm going to do. I'm going to cast a calming effect on all of us so that if she reappears, we won't be frightened of her.
Yeah, so like, what do you say? What is the calming words that you give?
Let the light of Lathander bless you all.
All right, everyone. So while this spell is going on, you are suppressing your frightened ability or frightened effect. So
Concentration up to 1 minute. Well, all right.
yeah, but that's fine for
That's
the
okay. Cool.
yeah for the minute though. You're not under the fear effects, which is disadvantage on attacks. It's big. Okay, so we're in the second chamber. What do you do?
I say that it's really dark in here, but we should probably keep going up.
Yeah, let's get out of here.
Does anybody have light source for Orel and
I believe Dasha's dagger has it.
I've got
No.
the dagger. I can take that out, and I can stay near Bolin.
the dagger is not a light source though.
It casts light.
I will
Right.
cast light on Dasha's dagger.
No, the dagger allows you to have dark vision.
Oh, okay. I see. In that case, Dobby, do you want to just cast it on my sword? Because then I can
Sure.
have that
Yeah.
as my weapon out.
All
Okay.
right, I cast
Okay.
light on Dasha's sword,
There you go.
not the dagger.
Okay.
Thank you, Dobby.
All right. So you're in this second room. Anything you want to do?
Besides keep it moving.
Yeah, I head
Sure.
towards the stairs.
Okay,
Mhm.
that's fine.
Follow.
Move yourselves towards the stairs.
Wait for me.
I'm going to need Constitution saving throws from the entire group as you walk through this room.
What are all these stone things around us?
They are busts
What?
of Eleanor's family.
Constitution.
Yep, everyone give me a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, nat 20.
17.
Who rolled the 1 here? Steve? No, Brom?
That'd be Brum.
No.
Brom is on a roll.
Hey,
Get it?
I
Get it?
don't like these roll 20 dice. I have very rarely rolled high. Like
No, they have
above.
been terrible to you. All right, well, we got Bear with a 6, Bolin with a 6, Yognir with a total of what?
14.
14, Orel with a 17, and Dobby with a nat 20, 22 total. Brom got a nat 1. So, Brom, Bear, and Bolin, as you're walking through this misty, kind of rain-like air, you get sleepy, and in fact, after a few steps, you pass out and you fall to the floor. Everyone
Okay,
else notices
Bolin.
this.
I'll catch whoever's near me. I think Bolin will probably fall towards me, so I'll catch him.
Okay. Bear, Dobby could catch
Yep,
Bear.
I'm next to Bear. Bear, wake up!
I fall really
Brom, you
dramatically.
can. Yognir
I
can catch you.
snuggle
Generally drunk,
my
so
head
you just
into
falling
Dobby's
down.
shoulder.
Oh, sorry. Go on, Bear.
What were you saying, Michelle?
Oh, I was just saying that Bear is busy, like in his sleep, just snuggling his head into Dobby's shoulder. Sorry. Okay, Brom, please continue.
And
That was
Brom
good.
passes out.
Yeah, Brum's usually drunk on the nights we have off, so he's very well versed in this sleeping on the floor thing.
All right, so the three of you. I did ask the group to prepare a fond memory from the character's backstory. So, Bolin, why don't you start us off? Can you tell me one of those fond memories that you had?
Yeah, so I start to see sort of like I'm running through the forest. I'm definitely much younger, and I hear these voices that turn out to be my siblings who are very successful hunters out in the world. This was kind of us playing in the woods, being like pretend hunting, and it was some of the only few times where I felt truly brave was with my siblings, and I always like dreamt that one day we'd go on these awesome adventures together, and one day I'll be as brave and strong as they are.
Are you the youngest?
Yes. So it's sort of this. I felt very courageous at the time. Felt like we could destroy anything. Running through the woods together.
So this fond memory of a hunt, with your siblings, is gone from your mind.
Oh no!
You lose that memory.
Oh.
Bear?
I still remember I have siblings, right?
Yes.
Okay. Just making
Bear?
You get your entire family history.
sure. Man, that was my only
Wow.
fond memory.
Bear?
Oh my goodness. Watching Bolin's face go blank. Oh wait, no, we're asleep. Damn.
You're asleep.
Okay. Right.
Tell me
right,
the
right.
memory that you have.
Oh
Okay.
no.
Oh, so Bear thinks back to a time when his extended deep gnome family was having a big family get together, and all the adults were doing their boring adult stuff over there, and like whatever, who cares about that? But Bear and all the kids were hanging out, and Bear was special because he had the latest Gnome-tendo entertainment system, or Gnome ES for short. And so all the other, deep gnome kids were like, oh my gosh, let's check it out. So, Bear organized everyone and said, okay, we're going to take turns. Everyone get in a line. Everyone will have 15 minutes to play, and we'll take turns, and it'll be great, and we'll have fun together, and everyone can try the Gnome EFs. So they were doing it, and everyone was taking turns, when all of a sudden, one of the adult family members came by, and they were like, I want to try the Gnome ES. I heard it was a really cool system. I'm gonna try it now. And Bear had to stand up to the adult and say, no, you have to wait for your spot in line. Everyone's waiting. See, those kids over there are waiting. Please wait for your turn in line. and the adult wouldn't listen, and the adult was bullying all the kids. So Bear stood up to the adult, and Bear stood up for what was right, and Bear stomped his little deep gnome foot, and he said, "This is wrong." And so he stomped over to the gnome ES power cable, and he just ripped it out of the wall in the middle of the adult's game. And he
You mean
put
this
up his
magical
little
magic
spear.
cable? It was a magic
Yeah.
cable.
Sorry, the arcane energy cable.
Yes.
Yes. And Bear yanked it out of the arcane socket and said, "No, this is wrong. You can't do this to the people. We will not be oppressed."
So this is a fond memory.
And so Bear slightly chuckles to himself in his sleep as he remembers the day that he finally stood up for what was
Oh.
right, even though it was
see.
very scary.
I see. Okay. So it was fond in the sense that it was a pivotal moment in Bear's life.
Yeah, a real
Gotcha,
rite of
okay.
passage type.
Not
of
so
moment.
much that it was a fun activity. Gotcha. Okay.
I don't know. He had some fun.
Well, the
Just being
playing of the
sassy.
Gnome Tendo, yes.
Yes.
Brom,
it's the
what's your
gnome
memory?
yes.
He going after Michelle. I gotta be honest, man. No, Michelle, don't change. I love it. So mine has to be Brum. Oh man, Brum met the love of his life, Katrina, from a local landowner, and there was this one night where he was having like the fall harvest banquet, and there was this knobby-kneed teacher who could not dance. He was all elbows and knees, and he was dancing with my woman. That's my woman. No one's gonna do that to my woman. And so what did I do? I may have had a few drinks that night. Maybe. And I got on my black horse, threw a cape over my head, grabbed a pumpkin, and I chased that guy. Chased him so far, he's never seen from again. I got my lady back. And I mean, that was a good day. That was my competition. How was he competition? I don't know. He was weird looking and gangly, and he was like the school teacher. I don't know. That Ichabod, he's gone. That was a proud moment for me.
Right. Teachers are losers. So
Whoa.
Just this one.
just this one. So those memories that you have, as I said, are ripped from your mind. You no longer have those memories. Okay? All right. Let's continue.
So is
Let's
that the
go.
level of insanity, or?
Oh, yes. I apologize.
No,
yes.
why? No.
Yes.
Come on.
No,
Sorry.
I'm sorry.
Well
Wait,
done.
no. You're confusing me, Christian. You're confusing me. No sanity lost here. You don't
Okay,
even
cool.
know that you lost those memories.
Cool.
Christian, you're that kid where a teacher forgets about homework and
Yeah.
that one kid is like, actually.
I was like, wait, what about the homework you mentioned?
Teachers are the worst.
Yeah. Teachers.
I love those kids.
That was me as a child.
I'm always just like, oh yeah, the homework that I forgot to actually print out. Whoops.
Yeah. Whoops. I'll get it to you by the end of the day.
Come find me during focus.
It's your responsibility to find me. To get your homework. Yep.
Oh.
Well, this is what happens when a bunch of teachers play Dungeons and Dragons, everybody.
I'm
All right.
crying.
The next session is gonna be like, you know, us at a school, and we have to like teach all day or something. It'll be like a one-shot horror.
It's a horror campaign. It is a
Sacrifice.
horror
Research
campaign.
duty.
Real horror.
Pep rally.
campaign.
You lose a sanity point every time children scream.
I regularly come home with like 1 or 2 left. Every day. 1 or 2 sanity left every day. All right. Now back to the not as scary
Cathartic.
horror aspect of this. After a brief moment, you all can come back. You wake up. You don't know that you lost any memories, so no need to roleplay that. You just feel like you got so sleepy and you just conked out. Rest of you, what do you want to do?
I think the whole time, like as soon as I caught Balloon, I would be like shaking him by the shoulders, trying to get him to wake up because I don't want to stay here longer, and I'm concerned about these people's health now.
Sure. Give me an insight check, Aurel.
Yep. $19.
Yeah, it must be this mist in the air. Breathing it in can't be good.
Okay, I'm gonna continue trying to wake up Bolin, but I'll say to everyone else, like, we need to get out of here now. And also try not to, like, breathe in too much right now. If you have an N95 mask right now, put it on, please. That would be
social distancing mask. Let's go.
No gaps.
Yeah.
So, okay. Anything else you want to do in this room, then, as you smack awake the group?
Take a quick look around before we head back up the next flight.
Take a look around.
Okay.
Yeah. Do any of the portraits look different than the other, like, corrupted? I'm thinking Dorian Gray style.
If you look at the portraits, anyone who inspects the paintings notices that one of the paintings is of a middle-aged woman with a cruel smile. There's a placard that shows her name was Bernice, and the explanation of the family line would be that she would be Eleanor's grandmother. She's the only one that has this wicked smile. All the rest are portraits are straight-faced.
Is Bernice's statue in this room?
She doesn't have a statue. She has a painting. Dobby, give me an investigation check.
14.
Okay. You don't notice anything out of the ordinary about the picture other than that she has that odd smile.
Is there anything behind the picture?
Nope. Mm-mm.
Okay.
Do any of the pictures in the room have anything strange about them?
Give me a religion check, Yagnir.
Alrighty.
You are a cleric.
I am.
Are we still breathing this air that caused us to pass out?
I believe so.
I put on my mask.
Do you have a mask?
I lifted up my shirt, you know.
Oh, you lift up your shirt. Okay.
It's the same thing, right?
All right. Yagnir.
23.
Yeah. You notice that painting that Dobby and Aurel were inspecting.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that seems odd to you about it is that she has a very unique symbol on her necklace.
Do I recognize it?
Yes, it's a you don't know the language, but it is written, I don't think, actually, you might. It is written in Infernal.
I would know that.
It's always got to be infernal.
Yeah.
Damn it.
It's a infernal symbol.
What is this symbol of? Like a demon?
Yes, not a demon, a devil.
A devil. Do I know the devil?
I don't think so.
Would I know? I wouldn't know its name, or
No, it doesn't have an identifier like that. It's just a symbol, an infernal symbol. So, would lead you to believe that this could be the ancestor that made that dark deal.
Okay.
Now, I think we just zoom switched. I'm gonna make sure the zooms are good here.
Bolin and Yagnir switched places.
Yeah, I do see that.
Yeah, my screen Zoom totally closed and then reopened like 5 seconds later.
No
Must
worries,
be
I got
first
you.
painting making it to it.
I fixed it. You're good. All right. Bear, Bolin, and Brahm, now that you're awake, what are you doing? I assume everybody's covering their mouths at this point. Covering their
I'm,
noses.
Yeah. Totally.
Groggy. I feel like I just woken up. I feel like I made it at least to the stairs before.
Yeah.
Kind of passing up. So I feel like I'm kind of not like walking up the stairs, but I'm like kind of crawling backwards. Like
Sure.
kind of up the stairs trying to figure out what's going on, trying to get my bearings.
Okay. Okay, you can do that. And then Brahm?
Yeah, I was just curious, how long were we out? Because I still have a short term of seeing hallucinations, so depending on how long that was, it may be over? I don't know.
Yeah, we could probably say it's over.
Okay. Then I'm coming to realizing that Bear is not really a bear, and apologizing to him for that. If I see people with masks on, I'll probably just do the same, because again,
Yeah.
I'm very paranoid about everything. So
Sure.
we're gonna like wash my hands with the whiskey, like hand sanitizer, and, like mask.
Humidifiers up here.
Yeah.
It's fair enough.
Can I look at the ceiling?
Yeah. The ceiling?
Yeah.
Vines are protruding from the ceiling, similar to the bottom floor.
So the same amount, not more or anything?
More. And this time, in fact, they're the vines hanging overhead like reaching hands.
Mm-hmm.
How far above are they?
The probably 10 feet above you.
Okay.
Okay. Bear, what are you doing?
Well, having woken up from the stupor, I lay back and I fully stretch and I yawn like really wide. I'm like, and then I look around at everyone covering their mouths and I'm just like, oh no. And then I like slap my hand over my mouth, and then
Sure.
I kind of like tuck my nose and mouth into my shirt, and then I look around and I notice that Dobby is looking up, so I look up too.
Sure. So you take a look around the room. You look up at what Dobby's looking at. Give me a perception check.
Sure. Do 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 do. Oh, +0. Wonderful. Okay.
15.
A 15. Yeah.
On one of the busts, you notice that there's a small little trinket on the one in the south.
Is it still within my action to walk over and check it out?
Yeah, we're not really in combat, so you could totally do that. It's a small little raven. A silver raven. It's small enough that it could fit in your pocket.
Ooh. Okay. Well, then I tentatively just kind of and I snatch it and I shove it into my pocket.
Okay, great. All right. Now that everybody's had a chance to act in this room, would you like to head up?
Yes.
Yeah, let's go
Okay.
up.
All right. I'm going to move you down to the 3rd floor. Whoops. Thought I carried you all. Here we go.
As we walk up the steps, can I tell my teammates about what I just found?
Sure. You mention it. Go ahead.
I don't know. I feel like I would just tell you what I saw. I found a little raven necklace. Here it is if you guys want to check it out.
So she shows you this raven. Bear shows you this raven.
Can I examine it for any magical properties?
Anything
Yeah,
for you,
but
Dobby.
as you're going up the stairs, probably it's going to you're going to be interrupted, I'd say, before you can really analyze it if you're continuing to walk. But you can look at it later. Okay.
I hand it over to Dobby.
All right. So, Dobby, you have possession of this raven.
Yep, and I'd like to examine it whenever we get a chance.
Sure. So you get to the floor, the 3rd floor, the top floor of this tower. Coffins and urns rest on the floor and shelves of this dusty chamber. The gold roof comes to a point 30 feet above this room. 4 unlit iron lamps hang on chains from the ceiling. They're 10 feet off the ground. Thick black vines erupt from a central coffin. The vines push through the floors and the walls. And that would be this coffin right here you can see on the map.
Ooh.
Okay? What do you do?
Can
Has the
I?
mist cleared, or did it follow us up the stairs?
Oh, say it again?
The mist, is it still there from the
No,
second
no
floor?
mist here. No mist here. However, you do see Eleanor in the center of the room, and Eleanor is urging you to place her urn on one of these shelves down here in the south. and she says that the evil is emanating from her grandmother's coffin.
Is that calming spell still in effect, or?
Oh, probably not. Oh,
We were only
geez.
frightened for a minute, though, right?
Yeah, it's true. It would have ended. Yep, it would have ended, and the effect would have ended. So for the duration of the fear, you did suppress it. Yeah.
Who has the urn
Okay.
right now? Who?
I have-
So there's no more fear.
Can I put light on the 4 lanterns that are hanging?
Do we
Sure.
have to re-roll the save since we're seeing Eleanor again?
No.
Or-
First time you see her. So you can put light in the lanterns. That's fine. So this area will be illuminated, so everyone can see. I think I still gave everybody enough light source that you could see almost everything. Correct?
Yep.
Okay. So
Just the urn on any coffin?
yeah, this one down here,
Okay.
this shelf. That's
While
where
we
she
all
wants
make our
her
way
to go.
down there.
Go ahead, move your characters.
I'm gonna say
I
hurry.
got a bad feeling about this.
Yeah, I'm gonna say hurry up and put the urn there so we can get out of here.
All right, who has the urn? Steve?
Yeah, I have it.
Okay, what do you do?
Can I run down there and just put it on there real quick?
Yeah, move your token.
I'll follow close behind.
Thanks.
Got your
All right.
back.
Okay, so Steve, you get to the shelf, and there's other urns there, family members, ashes laid. You place the urn on the top shelf.
Maybe can I go back here and just like kind of chuck it up there like like Michael Jordan or something?
Take a jump shot at it? No, I don't think so. You'd want to be more careful with this.
Okay, I'll go. I'll be courageous. I'll go up there and I'll place it reverently on the shelf.
Yeah, the ground begins to tremble. You place the urn up and you step back and you look around. You hear a woman's voice coming from inside this coffin say, "I've been sleeping, waiting for you, Eleanor." And Eleanor's ghost looks to the coffin and then looks to all of you and says that the evil must be annihilated as she kind of dissipates. And then you hear more sounds come from it. In fact, this time you hear, you hear the similar voice. "Eleanor, my granddaughter, you were made in perfect loveliness. Now only to die." As the coffin bursts open and layers of vine and fungus emanate from it. You see this creature here. It's got many mouths and teeth. It almost looks like a just one big large those purple fungus, except this one's more green. But you can see it's got vines coming out of it that go down through the tower.
Is it like Audrey from Little Shop of Horrors?
Exactly like it, and I was going to make reference to that in just a moment.
You should have told me I would have worn my Audrey dress.
Oh. So this thing, vines shoot out. They hit into the ceiling. 2 vines into the ceiling. Other vines come out and support it as it lifts its mass out of the coffin. And you can see it clearly now. This disgusting fungus plant. All right, we're going to jump into combat here. Everyone ready?
Do it.
Okay. Roll initiative, Steph.
Okay.
Do I have hockey back, or is it not
No.
long enough?
Oh,
It's from,
know what?
I guess when we were outside looking into
yeah,
the
10 minutes. I'll say so. Sure.
Yay.
Yeah, we'll bring hockey back. Why
I have
not?
an 8 for initiative.
An 8? Okay. I rolled a... What'd I roll? A 2. So, group, you will have the jump here. I'm going to just bring hockey in, and then we'll switch it over here.
Excellent.
In your description, does it look like slick or anything? Like, I mean, I generally punch with my fists, so.
It doesn't look slick, like as in, like, it might be slimy or sticky, but it's a fungus.
Okay. I was just
Yeah.
curious.
I would like to cast magic weapon onto Bear and
Ooh.
motivate Bear to do his thing.
Okay. All right.
Bear is
Let me get
getting
Hawk in first.
super
And,
pumped.
I'll have Hawkeye go over to this thingy and provide aid to Bear.
Okay. Let me bring Hockey to the token layer and make you able to control it. Okay, you should be good.
Yep, thank you.
All right. So you go over there to give it advantage. Got it. All right. Now it's going to go. And it's going to start to climb the wall. Again, vines shooting out of it, grabbing at the wall. It's going to ascend its speed here. Let's see here. I have seemed to have lost my materials here. Oh, here it is. Okay. All right, so it starts its turn. It's going to move up the wall there. It's going to go 20 feet up. So now it is no longer on the ground level. It is 20 feet high in the air. So just to be clear here, I'm going to put a little token so that you know it's elevated. I'll put a little doohickey on it. Actually, I'll just give it a color.
Are there any parts of it still on the ground?
There are vines that come from it that go through all the way to the floor, and you can see them on the map layer here. So it's still attached, but the mass that has been communicating with you telepathically is moving up the wall. All right? So it goes 20 feet up. Also, from those vines in the coffin sprout small little purple fungus. So these four fungi? These four fungi
Fun guys.
jump
Fungi.
out of the coffin as they are kind of pooped out. Okay? And it's also going to use its attack action here. It's going to shoot out spines from its body at, let's see, so Bear's the closest? Yeah, we'll do Bear. So 2 spines at Bear. All right. Ooh, both really low though, so they're not going to hit Bear. But these do look like they are, they would pierce you pretty badly. So they look like they do quite a bit of damage if they were to hit. All right, so that's the creature's turn, and it says to Bolin, in your eldest brother's voice, "Come on, we can catch up to them," as your memory of running through the forest, catching up with your siblings, re-enters your mind for a brief moment. Give me a sanity check. Wisdom.
Wisdom.
Yeah.
Let's see. +2. That would be a 3.
A 3, so that's a fail. Yeah, for sure. You're going to lose a sanity point.
Oof.
Is this your second sanity point or first?
First.
Okay, so you're okay. And let's see, who else here? That's it for now. Let's go to the group. Who's next?
I'm gonna go next and cast Bless on Bolin, on Brahm, and on Dobby. I will kneel to pray and bless them all. So you all have, you can, for a minute, you can roll a d4 and add that to attack rolls and saving throws.
Bolin, Brahm, Orel, and who?
Just Bolin, Brahm, and I think I said Dobby. So just 3 creatures, not including myself.
Okay, Dobby.
Is it D4? I just want to.
D4.
Yeah,
Okay, thank
D4,
you.
yep. Okay, then we go to... Who's next?
I'll cast Shield of Faith on Bear since she's closest to the combat. A shimmering field appears and surrounds Bear, granting her a +2 bonus to AC.
Okay.
Nice.
Bear, you get +2 to AC. Next?
All right. Is there time for me to go? Or are we
Yeah, go
still-
for it.
All right, cool. So I'd like to try and just like take a running start and just jump like into the mushrooms and try to like Mario hop, like haha, like ba-ba, like all up, and like grab the vines near the big monster. Is that something I can do, or is that not? Okay.
So jumping is a little tricky, but
Okay.
let's see here. So jumping.
Uh-huh. What if
I'm
I
just
were to
bringing up the-
acrobatically, like do some flips and somersaults and gymnastics type work?
Yeah. So when you make a jump, just straight up, you want to jump high in the air. You can leap a number of feet equal to your strength modifier plus 3. So what's your
Oh, okay. Strength modifier is +2.
2? So you can jump 5 feet, which is actually pretty impressive because that's like jumping higher than your height. Right?
That's true. That's like twice my height, almost.
Yeah. So for a gnome or somebody who's a smaller creature, that would be a pretty high jump. But if you wanted to make a athletics check, I could let you jump a little bit higher. I don't know if you could jump 20 feet in the air
Fair.
without some sort of magical ability.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Then in that case, I'm going to start by flying into a rage. Bear has just been standing there. People have been casting things to try to protect him. Meanwhile, like, shivs have been thrown at his head. Like, it's scary. And Bear's like, heck! This is just... I just want to sit down and relax, guys. What is this? And so Bear flies into a rage. And it's like really like exaggerated by the adrenaline of the situation. Like it's real life or death here. And Bear knows how seriously strong fungi can be because like down in the caves, fungi will tear apart boulders and things. So Bear just kind of charges headfirst into the crowd and attacks the first thing that he can see.
This one?
Sure, yes.
Okay, the first fungi. Go ahead.
Yes. So it's a +4, and of course, shield is up. Classic Bear, just being a mobile fort.
You hit.
23 to hit.
Oh, you hit.
Nice. Oh, we hit. We hit over here. Okay, so 1d10 +2. Huh, interesting.
Doing a two-handed or one-handed?
Oh, one-handed because I'm holding my shield.
Right, so D8,
So-
yep.
D8. And then since I'm raging, I add the strength modifier in addition to the regular.
Yeah, you add 2 to your damage, so it'll be...
Sorry, I rolled
And
the wrong
one
D8
for magic
plus-
weapon.
plus.
Oh yeah, it's a magic weapon. Yeah, so... Okay, so a 1, unfortunately. But a 1 plus your strength of 2, plus your rage of 2, and it's a magic weapon now, so it's going to be an additional 1. So 6 damage to this first fungi.
All right, take that. Aha!
Ah.
Okay. All right,
In
excellent.
the name of Dobby. Okay, so
Now we go to next group. Next part of the group. Who we got?
I have not gone yet. So I am towards the stairs still. These guys still kind of freak me out, but I'm going to move closer at least.
Go for it.
And kind of ready in action for next time because I'm still very unsure of these guys.
Okay.
I don't want to get my fist dirty. I don't want to get. I'm still holding my lucky charm in my hand. I don't want to get that dirty. I'm having all kinds of thoughts, guys. Not liking this one.
All right, and then we go to, I believe, Yagnir and Bolin,
I have-
right?
I cast the Shield of Faith on Bear.
Oh, you did. Yes. So then it's
Oh,
just
just me.
Bolin, am I right?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So after hearing like my sibling's voice, I kind of take a couple steps back, and I'm like angry at it. I can't see it from. I guess the.
Oh, I
Can
can
I-
give you
if I
better.
move-
Yeah, I can give you better light.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna kind of take cover. I'm gonna kind of use this staircase to provide some sort of cover.
Okay.
I don't know if I can actually place my character.
Yeah, you can
Uh,
right there.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on it.
Which one? The big one?
And the big one, yep. Because I'm like totally focused on him. It's almost like I don't even see the little mushrooms. So I cast Hunter's Mark. I'm gonna roll, then shoot an arrow at it.
Okay.
You have to add the
A
D4.
9. I'm pretty. Oh yeah, I'll add the
Bless
D4
you.
to that.
Yep.
So it's let's see,
What's the total?
3. So a 12 to hit.
A 12. That
Yeah.
hits.
Oh, okay. So that would be 1d6 plus 3 plus my Hunter's
Wow.
Mark, which is a D8.
Look at that. The bless really helped you there.
Yeah, that was cool. So 7 damage.
7 damage. All right. Hey,
take
you
it.
know what? It's better than
Yep.
no damage.
Right.
Okay. So
And then
so
I'm,
far,
like-
yeah. Go ahead.
And I'm using the stairway as cover.
Yep.
I don't know
got
if the
you there.
sharpshooter feat comes into play. with-
Yeah. So you're gonna be getting cover. I definitely think, depending on where, excuse me, where the creature is, it would, you'd be at least half obscured. So I'm looking at my obscured stuff here, but that's probably going to be at least, at the very least, a +2. Where is it? Light cover. Oh, there it is. Yeah, half covers the +2. So I'd say as long as it doesn't go any further to the east, you definitely get at least +2 to the armor. If it goes a little more to the north, you're going to end up probably getting less cover. Okay? Alright, so far, this creature in front has been attacked, and the big Audrey 2 has been hit. And it screams out, "Feed me!" Next, we'll go to a new round here. Oh no, sorry, at the bottom of the round, the little mushrooms are going to go. They're going to swarm Bear. Bear, armor class.
I think I had a bonus 2
Mhm.
given to me, so total is 19.
Wow, look at that. Rolled really well. 2 of them are going to hit. I rolled a 21 and a 19. Everything else below that, so
You
You're gonna get
shrooms
hit
are
twice.
strong, man.
yeah. You are raging, correct?
I am raging.
And you're totem of the bear, so even though this is necrotic damage, you are going to half it. It's 14, so you half it to 7.
7. Okay.
Okay?
Come
These
back,
little
shrooms.
tendrils come out of these creatures, and they try to suck the life out of you.
I bat them back.
Yes. All right.
Wait.
Now we go to a new round. Roll, Michelle. It's your turn to roll d20.
Okay, I gotcha, and I'll add a +3 for initiative.
Oh, no initiative, just a straight up d20.
Never mind. Okay, sorry.
I rolled a 12. You rolled a 12. Roll again.
A roll off of the century.
17.
The Bob.
All right.
Okay.
I get to go first.
That's what I get for facing off with the tabletop Bob.
That's right. Can't compare. All right.
The
So
legend.
at the start of the turn, it's going to poop out 2 more of these little guys. I don't know why I think it would poop, but it's pooping the 2 of them. All right, so two more of the violet fungi come out of the coffin, and the Audrey 2 moves around to here, and it is going to attack Brahm with its spines. Brahm, AC?
AC is 17.
Okay. One is going to hit with a very high roll, and the other's going to miss.
Okay.
So the spore that hits you does a total of 6 piercing damage.
Okay.
And Brahm, the memory of you chasing away that school teacher flashes back. Give me a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw. Gosh. Okay, 3 plus 2. Oh, plus a d4. So hopefully I roll well.
Bless.
4. So it was 4.
So what's the total?
3. 42. Oh, I still can't make it. I'm in at 9.
Yeah, it's gonna be just a little bit too low. So, you're going to lose a sanity point again.
Okay.
So
We've not gotten up this high yet, so I don't know what that
Yeah.
means.
So that brings you down to 2. Okay.
Yes.
So give me another D100 for long-term madness.
Okay.
And this is actually what Dobby went to with the first episode.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Roll.
Good times.
Okay. 42.
Okay, so 42.
Mhm.
You experience a powerful delusion. Choose a potion. The character imagines that he or she is under the effects. So I will let you pick your poison here. You can decide on a potion, and you can decide how you roleplay that effect. That's going to last with you for 10 hours. So you think that you have the effects of... You could think about it for a moment. When it gets to your turn, you could tell me what you think.
Okay. Yeah, give me a round and I'll have
yeah.
something.
Exactly. And then we need to roll on the indefinite madness chart.
Okay.
Another D100.
Another D100. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a second.
Oh,
here.
brother.
8.
Was that an 8?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so this is actually so perfect.
Oh, no.
You have this new flaw that's going to last with you until the end of next session.
Okay.
Being drunk keeps you sane.
Oh, hey, look at that.
So
Wow.
there you go.
But no change at all.
No change. All right, so let's go to the group now. So the creature, the Audrey 2, has spine attacks on Brahm. It poops out 2 more violet fungi, and it moves a little further on the wall. It's still 20 feet in the air.
Can I kind of use my movement action, I guess, to see if there are any vulnerable points to maybe have it fall to the ground somewhere I could aim to maybe we could drop?
Sure.
Where it's
Remember, there
holding.
are, I believe, chandeliers or iron lamps, yes, hanging from the ceiling. So if somebody wanted to try to climb those, you could, like jump and grab onto it, you could. They will be hanging, all around the entire chamber.
Are there any
but-
points that the monster's holding onto that I can kind of disengage?
Yeah,
and have
totally.
it fall?
You can hit one of its vines that's supporting it from the ceiling.
How many vines are there supporting it?
2.
Okay, perfect. So what I would like to do is cast a level 2 magic missile and send 2
Ooh.
missiles at each vine holding it up in the air.
Ooh, sure. Go ahead, do your damage. I'm going to say, before you roll it actually, I'm going to say that if you can do at least... you're supposed to get, on average, probably 3 from each missile.
It's a D4 plus 1 for each missile.
Yeah, so 3.5. I'd say that if you can get at least 7 total damage on each vine, that they will cut and it will fall to the floor.
7 total on each vine.
Yep,
So I'll do
so-
2 missiles at a time at one vine and then
Correct. Exactly.
2d4
Yep.
But
plus 2 for the first.
Ooh, 5.
And you said I needed 7 damage?
You need 7. So that 1 really hurt you there.
How would a d4 work if I use one of my divination rolls to change a number?
I believe you can only change a d20 roll. Am I not?
Oh, is it a d20 only?
Yeah. Also, I didn't ask you, but did you roll your 2 d20s at the end?
Yes,
At the
I did.
beginning of
I
the
had
day?
a 1 and an 8.
Solid. So you can't use it on a d4.
Okay, and then the other vine. An 8.
Okay, so one of the vines rips open as it tears, and now the Audrey 2 is swinging like by one vine, but it's still up in the air. All the damage though goes through, so that's a total of 13. Okay, so I'm gonna track the
Right.
damage for it.
And
Anything
Hawkeye
else?
will continue doing his thing of aiding the next person to attack it
Gotcha.
to
Okay.
give advantage.
Okay, great. Next.
going to cast Guiding Bolt from the 2nd level spell slot onto Audrey.
Okay.
So that's a ranged spell attack.
Yep, so roll your attack.
So you'll get advantage on this if you need to roll to hit.
Correct, he will. It's actually a good use of it, too, because it's a decent damage
Oh
dealing
my
spell.
god, that's... Can I...
You get to reroll it.
One then?
And that one?
Yeah. So if he's giving me advantage, can I...
Yeah, you get to roll another dice and take the highest, yes. Mhm.
Gotcha. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm done. Goodbye.
A 1
So
and a
Bob
2.
was correct. This was a good use of it.
Well,
We
hold
did
on.
Nice.
Hold
I
on
would
here.
have
Hold on.
kidding.
Hold on here. Let's do the math. You
Oh,
have
wait a
plus
minute.
5 to hit.
Can I use my divination roll on this?
I believe you
8
can.
plus the
Yes, an
5?
ally. Is there a range for it? But I think you'd be within it.
For the Guiding Bolt?
No, for his
I want
divination
to change your
portents.
roll of a 2 to an 8, plus your 5 to hit.
Yeah. So the
So it'd be a 13.
correct, it would make it a 13.
Okay.
Is there any range on it?
On the divination ability?
On the portents, yeah.
Let me check real quick.
You have to be able to see it.
I think I just line of sight, yeah. But I'll
Yeah, you
double
have to be able to see it. You can choose replace any attack roll, saving throw, or ability check made by you or a creature you can see. So that does work. Yeah, you can totally do that.
And I have a nice 1 waiting for Audrey to use on her attack.
Okay. All right. Yeah, true. True. Okay, so Steve, Yagnir, Guiding Bolt, strikes true. It did one of those crazy, like, bendy, it was coming. It was going to miss it wide. You're not sure how you hit it. 46 radiant damage.
Second slot will be 5d6.
Oh, okay.
There you go.
What do we got? A 18. Very nice. 18 damage. Cool. All right. Okay, so let's go to who's left in the group here. 1, 2. I said it's got Bear, Aurel, Bolin, Brom. Everybody, really.
Yeah, sure, I'll go. I'm going to again shoot at the big monster. 'Cause
Go for it.
I'm still upset about hearing my sister.
Would you like to try to aim? Oh, no, okay.
Oh, no, I was just gonna shoot right at it again. Let's see, it's at a 12 to hit.
That will hit.
Alright, so I still have Hunter's Mark on it, so... And it's under its HP maximum, correct?
Oh, yeah.
Alright, so that's
Colossus Slayer.
14 damage total.
Okay. 14 damage total. Got it. Anything else?
No, I'm gonna stay behind the cover.
Okay. All right. Anybody else?
I can go next.
Go for it.
Realizing that this thing is going to keep pooping out little mushroom fungus things. I know that it's important to kill it, but Aurel does not have a ranged weapon, so he sees his friends attacking it, and he's going to charge forward at the fungi, screaming like, "I'll hold them off! Attack the monster!" So he's going to rush forward and... rush forward and slash at this guy right
Sure.
here with his sword. So 17 to hit.
17 hits.
9 damage.
Okay, 9 damage. Nice. All right. I'll number these so that you know they've been hit. Or label these, I should say. Okay. Next up. Brom or...
Yeah, I can go.
Go for
I
it,
was
Brom.
supposed to pick a potion last time,
Yeah.
and I think I am going to think that I've had the potion of mind reading, so I can hear everyone's thoughts.
Perfect.
I can't, but
Correct.
I'm really thinking I can.
Oh, bro.
So I am going to close my eyes and quickly hear everyone's thoughts, and they're all saying to attack the big one. And I'm gonna rush in and try to hit him. Wait, no,
Okay.
it's swinging from the ceiling, right?
It's still on the ceiling, yeah. You can attack one of the purple fungi, though.
Yeah, I'm gonna rush in and just try to punch them all.
Go for it. You could hit 3 of them with your key point.
Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna spend a key point and I'm going to punch 3 of them. I roll 3. Hold on. Yeah.
Yep.
And add a d4 to attack rolls.
Oh, okay. So D4 plus 5. So. One second here. Okay, so one of them is 19, one of them's over 20, and the other one probably doesn't hit because that one is a 10. So.
That hits. The one can't hit because it's a critical miss.
Oh, yeah, that's fair.
But
okay.
all the other ones hit.
Okay, so I'm aiming at the one. Oh, I should move myself a little bit better. Right.
I moved you. You can move yourself.
Yeah, the one that's closest here.
Sure.
To here. Like I'm gonna just kind of go in and just start with one of them and work my way around.
Okay,
Anyway,
so then roll your damage for each of them.
Sorry, here we go. Okay, I hit 2 of them. So that is one is a 4 and the other one is a 6. So 10 damage to this guy in front of me.
Okay, 10 damage. I'll put a little marker so you know that you've hit him.
Okay.
Okay. Next we go to... is everybody gone?
I don't think I've gone.
Bear! How can we forget Bear?
Ooh! All right. So, is it possible, like, this big guy is swinging from one very damaged vine that is on the ceiling? In this monster's parabolic trajectory, does it swing close enough to where I am for me to jump with all of my strength 5 whole feet into the air and grab onto the monster as it swings by?
If you
What do
were
you-
over here, yes. If you were actually underneath it, yes.
Oh,
I think you
I
could.
see.
I could say you could grab a vine if you can get underneath it.
okay. All right.
Over there, bear.
All right. Well, Bear is just gonna scream in rage and frustration at all these tiny mushrooms. He has his eye on the prize, he swears, but all these little shrooms are just driving him crazy. Oh! And then he just charges forth. 1, 2, a 3, a 4, a 5, and Bear is just like immediately underneath the big monster, and he's just like ready. Can I like pounce onto the wall and just like cling?
You
to
can
it?
give me an athletics check to see if you can reach it. And if you
Okay.
can, I would say you can grab onto one of the vine that Dobby cut off. Okay?
Okay.
Now,
so-
here's the deal. You escaped, but you took 5 attacks of opportunity. So I'm
Okay,
rolling the
fine.
attacks. One of them was a nat 20, so that will hit. And the other's a
Okay.
21. All the other ones are much lower, so those are the only 2 that are going to hit. You're
Okay.
going to end up taking... let's see here.
I'm ready.
18 necrotic damage. So half it to 9, because you're raging.
Oh, Bear Spirit. Does the rage and totem of the bear thing stack, or?
Yeah, well, that's what it basically does. Totem of the Bear lets normal damage be halved. So
Gotcha.
these are necrotic attacks. They would not be halved normally.
Gotcha.
Another barbarian would not be able to half this damage.
Bear is tough.
That's right.
Yes. So now we are at 16 out of 32 HP, just FYI.
Just FYI, Yagnir.
That's it?
She's half. Bear is at half his hit points.
Okay.
But still 16 left, so not like an emergency. but yes. So
All right.
Bear now is just like clung to the wall, like, or no, sorry, clung to the vine.
Did you do
I'm
an
gonna
athletics
get
check
ya.
yet? I don't think you did.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Right, I forgot about the other.
I'm gonna say the DC is a 15.
An 11.
An 11. No, that can't be your athletics. Are you trained in it?
Athletics? No, I'm not especially proficient.
Ah. Okay. All right.
I'm very acrobatic, but not.
You know, it kind of
athletic.
makes sense though. You are small, so it's hard for you to get up to the height of the vine, but you're right underneath it.
Right. I'm about to get there. I just gotta like try
Yeah.
on the tiptoes one more time.
All right. So then the purple or the violet fungi are going to move next. They're going to just trudge up the battlefield here. This one's can't reach, so it'll actually double move to there. And we're going to attack 2 on Brahm. And 3 on Orel. Brahm, I don't think you're going to get hit. Orel, 17 to hit is the best I got.
My AC is 18.
Okay, so the tentacles cling to your armor, but they cannot penetrate. And then we go to new round. Let's roll a
I just want to
d20.
say that I read the minds of these fungi, and I knew which way they were going to go, and I avoided everything, reading their minds. I knew
That's
I
true.
knew what they were going to do.
Christian, give me a d20.
D20. Here we go.
I rolled
You
a
can do it.
3. Hey,
A
10.
10.
All right, group. You want to discuss?
Can I get confirmation that if you hit the vines, you are also damaging the creature as well, or is that a totally separate like hit pool?
Yeah, so Dobby used magic missile, so I didn't explain this because it automatically hits. But I was going to suggest that if you try to hit a vine, you probably are going to have to take like a -5 to your attack. But you can
Okay.
hit it and cut the vine, it would fall down.
But does that
Should,
damage the creature itself, or
Oh
just
yeah,
make
it's still.
it fall?
Oh, I apologize. Yeah, damage always goes through, but if you're trying to hit a specific spot, I'd say you have to take a -5 to hit it.
So I'm thinking we either the first person who goes, whoever has the best chance of killing that last vine, or maybe give Bear one more shot to jump up there before the creature lifts itself back up. I can do another magic missile. I don't know about anybody else.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna
the
continue holding off these fungus dudes.
So it's a -5 to your attack roll, you said?
yeah, I think that if you simply hit, the -5 would cut that thing down. For Dobby, since it wasn't a 2-hit sort of thing, I had to give him some sort of threshold to reach or something.
Are we still going with that same threshold?
Yeah.
Is there
No,
only
I would
2 health left on that vine?
Oh, sure. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, we'll say that if you could put another magic missile onto it, it would fall. Sure, because it's already
Alright.
damaged.
I'm all for that strategy. What do you
All right,
guys
go
think?
for it.
Yeah.
All right.
It'll take falling damage too, right, Bob?
Yeah, right
It
on
will,
top
yeah.
of Bear, though.
It will fall on Bear.
Bear's still trying
Bear,
to
watch-
reach it.
So I'm gonna yell, "Bear, watch out!" and I send 3 more magic missiles at the last vine. Holding this
Roll
thing
me some damage, Dobby.
Bear's busy jumping in slow-mo to the
up.
side.
Triple 1s there, so we got 6 damage.
Wow.
I'll still say that it cuts the. Yeah, I'll still say it cuts the vine. 6 damage. I'll add that to its total.
That was a level
And-
1 magic missile.
Yeah, of course. And it's going to fall to the ground. It's going to suffer 2d6 falling damage. And Bear, give me a dexterity saving throw to dodge this thing.
Jeez.
All right, so you're going to end up taking half of this damage from the fall, and you're going to half it again. So 7 halves to 3, which halves to 1. So you take a point of damage from this thing landing on you, and we'll just push you aside.
Ha! I
And
knock it playfully to the side.
Hawkeye will naturally give aid to the next attacker.
Okay, perfect. All right, now the creature steadies itself and it's going to lash out its tentacles at Bear. So, Bear, get ready for this. Armor class of 17, you said? Oh no,
Do I still
higher than
have
that.
my +2 from
You do.
Yeah, 19.
Then
Yeah.
it should be 19 total. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
10 minutes.
Oh yeah, it's the effect's gonna last here. All right, so it's not going to hit you. It's gonna try to lash out more tentacles at you, but it cannot touch you with your high armor class.
So many people have
Oh,
tried
Bear.
to lash out at me in the past. I know how to dodge those bullets.
And 2 more fungus pop out of the coffin. I'm going to put more here. All right. Fungus come out of the coffin. I guess Bear has not been yeah, so Bear, you see Dobby cut the vine as this thing falls to you, and a memory flashes back of that elder just pulling the plug on your gnome tendo, and that memory flashes back, hits you hard. Give me a wisdom saving throw for sanity. Pulled it right out of that magical power source. 10 is not going to cut it. So, Bear, you lose another point of sanity.
Would she have modifiers from her last sanity losses?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
Ah,
What
I got
was-
you, Bear. I got
How
you.
much sanity have you lost?
Dobby! Coming in clutch.
How much sanity have you lost?
2 so far.
This is your second one, right?
This would be my 3rd.
Oh, your third. Oh.
Yes.
Did we roll? Oh, because you had it from last time, right?
Yeah, I rolled
Okay.
a 1 for my second
So,
one.
how many sanity have you lost? 2? This is your third?
2 so far. This is my 3rd. Yes.
Okay. All right. Give me 2 D100s. This is not going to be good, Bear.
You guys.
This is not going to be good. Tell me them.
38 and 49.
Okay. 38.
All right.
So the short-term madness that you get for D10 minutes is you're frightened, and you have to use each of your actions and movement to flee from the source of fear. It would be the Audrey 2. You must use your action and movement each round to flee. And the second one, what'd you get?
49.
The character becomes, again, attached to a lucky charm. So you can pick a charm or a person, probably Dobby, right? It makes sense?
Definitely Dobby.
Yeah. Okay,
No
so
question.
you do not want to leave Dobby, although you have to flee every round. So this is going to hurt you even more. Okay,
Okay.
so that's the Audrey 2's turn. Now we go to the group.
I can't move through an enemy, right? Could I jump over
You could jump over these. Yeah.
the mushrooms?
Yeah, they're small.
Okay, that wouldn't slow down my movement at all?
Why don't we say it does take a difficult terrain to kind of avoid them.
Okay. So, if I move, do you see where I'm like pointing? If I tried to move here, like to near where Bear is standing,
That's doable.
that's doable. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that and take the opportunity attacks.
Okay. It's going to be quite a bit of opportunity attacks here, Aurel.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
So, 1,
Haven't
2,
been hit yet,
3,
so crossing
4,
my
5,
fingers.
6. 6 opportunity attacks.
Yes.
All right, I'll do 3 and 3.
Yeah.
Your armor?
18.
18, that's right. None of them hit.
None of them hit. Okay, awesome.
None of them.
Go.
Yeah, Aurel saw Bear like become affected by something and just like he can't rage. He's not a barbarian, but like whatever like lawful good anger he has in him, he's like channeling it all. He's like bursting through these mushrooms, running to this guy. And is it on this square? Can I attack it, or is
Yes.
it on a square back there?
No, it's on. You can attack it.
I can attack it. Okay, so
Yes.
I'm going to attack it. And I'm going to also Divine Smite if it hits.
What's your total?
19. I think
That'll
that
hit.
Right. That'll hit. So I'm going to,
With a big smite.
yeah, D8, roll D8 plus 5, so just 10 damage, and then the Divine Smite. It's not undead, is it?
That's a good question. I don't think so.
And it's not
No,
a fiend.
it is not. It is not undead, nor is it a fiend.
Okay, so just 2d8 radiant damage. Okay, so 16 total
Okay,
damage.
16. All right. It's going to take a legendary action, and it's going to lash out at you, Aurel. It's going to hit with a 20.
I would like to adjust that to a 1 if I could.
Oh!
Thanks, Duffy.
Whoa! Bringing out the big guns now.
Bobby's MVP today.
Wow.
Dobby,
God.
man.
Okay.
Team Dobby all the way.
I cannot say anything. Go
Where
ahead.
was this guy last session?
Yeah.
He was lost. Stop personally attacking him.
So it does
All
not
right.
hit. Around.
There you go.
Wonderful.
Who's next, group?
Can I do guiding bolt again from first level this time?
Yeah, you have how many
That would
first
use up
levels
all
left?
that would use up all my slots for first level.
Okay, go for it.
There we go. Oh my god. A 1, a 2, and a 3. The last 3 rolls.
Wow. Although I don't think Orel, did you roll with advantage?
I did not roll with advantage.
Oh, because Dobby had, I believe, Hockey give advantage, correct? Oh no, that.
Yeah, Hockey was giving advantage.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you want to use it now, Steve? Maybe I'll let you, because we didn't take it the last
Okay,
time.
you know, I'll use advantage.
Yeah, go ahead.
You gonna roll 4?
Oh, there you go.
What'd you get?
I was kind of hoping for a 4.
Hey,
I much prefer the 18 though.
Yeah.
This
So
would
that
be
hits. Roll it.
four-
Roll it, Steve.
46.
14. Sweet. Okay. Steve, do you want to describe how you kill this thing?
Yeah.
A green bolt of light flashes out of my hand and engulfs the creature and withers it
I didn't realize it was
down
one.
to ashes.
All right. There we go. All right, so this thing slumps to the floor in front of Bear and Orel. And
Watch out, Bear.
I guess your fear effect would end. This thing's dead.
Oh, okay.
So
Ah.
as it drops down and kind of slumps to the floor, and it's turning, like Steve said, Yagnir's turning this thing into ashes, basically. It screams out at all of you telepathically and says, "Living, I have been your plague, and dying, I shall be your death." The black vines lash out, weakening the tower's walls. All of the vines that are grabbing into the ground from the top here start to shake and rattle the tower. Parts of the ceiling, the golden ceiling, start to break off and fall down. You're going to have to exit this tower quickly. All right. Also, the fungi start to wither away, and they kind of shrivel up. So I'm going to just clear them from the board.
This place is coming down, guys.
Bear bursts into tears and makes a headlong sprint for Dobby.
So here's how we do it. Okay. You have 3 rounds to exit the tower. Anyone that can't exit the tower is going to suffer the penalties, which I'm not going to tell you how much damage, but you can say it's considerable. All right, you know that you only have 3 rounds to get out. You can either attempt to jump out the window. All right, you are 70 feet up. You would take a decent amount of falling damage, or you can try to run as fast as you can. And if you have any sort of magical or any skills or abilities, we could do that. You could take those.
If we have a rope, is there anything we can tether it to like, what's the word? Like rappel down the wall?
Yeah, probably. Probably.
I have
Were there
One of
any
these
windows in
sarcophagus.
the second floor? Or just
No.
the top floor?
Just the top floor.
I have what are those called? Those climbing things. You stick on the pythons.
Yeah, pitons. Yeah.
Yeah, I have those.
But taking those out and using them would probably take time, and would only help you.
I couldn't use that to stake the rope like into the
Oh
ground.
yes, yeah. I'm sorry, you can.
So
Yeah.
that's what I was thinking.
Okay. All right. So you want to
I
stake
mean,
the rope in and start to climb out.
Is that what you guys would want to do? I mean,
Yeah, that sounds-
if we all have what 60 movement.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
trying
trying
to
for
think of-
getting
Yeah.
out of here.
I'll take an action to like take out the rope and like, are we tying it to something, or Bolin, are you gonna like stake it down?
Well, you asked if there was something to tie it onto. I thought maybe we could stick it onto, use it to, I don't know, extra support. It's gonna
Sure.
be a lot of us.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll do the double reinforced.
I think that would work. I think you could tie it to one of the sarcophagus or something like that and start to climb out. But let's do this then. Let's see how strong this knot is. I need somebody, whoever's going to tie it, give me a dexterity check.
I'm good with dexterity.
Do it.
Go ahead.
21.
All right.
Nice.
So, yeah, this is secure. So that's the first round. To take out the materials and get the, you're all doing it at the same time. So somebody gets the rope, somebody gets out the baton, you start to tie it, stake it down. That's one round. Second round would be to climb out, and it's 70 feet.
Okay.
Now here's the trick. I don't know how fast you can climb.
What if they slide down the rope? Just like, it's gonna give you hand burns, but just
Well, we could
Bear
climb
with-
down until the place is about to fall, and then we could just jump the rest
Just
of the
jump
way.
down like.
that's true. You could jump the rest of the way.
I'm
Just
gonna
enough so
say,
it doesn't-
Brum's thinking that everyone needs to get out, so he's running down the stairs very drunkenly, but using step of wind. So that, because I still have a
Damn it, Brom.
I'm like, I'll just go open the door, guys. I'll just go open the door, yo. And I'm just booking it down the stairs.
But that would be your second turn out of 3, right?
Well, no, I wasn't with you guys. I'm booking it the other way.
You didn't even stay for the rope tying.
No, I'm just like, what are you guys doing? I got the door, and I'm out.
So you can go down 30 feet per turn. Double move. It's half your speed.
Double move,
So-
and then I also have step of wind as a dash action, as a bonus action.
So Brahm can go down the stairs faster than climbing down. So let's see. Let's see what we got here. So for Brahm, you could go
My current, I'm sorry,
go
my current
20
walking
feet.
speed is 45 feet. So
yes, you're fast. So you can get to you can actually get to the second floor.
Mhm.
40 feet is your speed, you said?
45 feet is my walking speed.
You can literally get down to the bottom step of the second floor. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take off the lighting so you can see it even better.
You can catch the rest of us.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna do. Like, I'm gonna get down to the bottom and open the door and realize no one's behind me.
I was gonna say I'm already like on the stairs to begin with. So like my initial thought was just running as well.
Well, I thought
Okay,
you were
so-
helping the group with your
Yeah,
spikes.
but now
Yeah,
Oh my god.
yeah,
No,
no,
I
he
can do
was.
I-
Rope down and
They're all
grab.
abandoning us.
no,
So
I'll
here's
stay
the
for
deal.
the spikes because I already.
Here's the
Bear is
deal.
already pulling out 50 yards, meters of rope from his backpack to help with the fight. Oh no, feet. It's feet.
Yeah, it's feet. So, Brahm, you can get to here on the map. Can you see where I'm talking about?
I'm sorry, I have to zoom out. Okay, that is the bottom of the stairs, the first on the second floor. So there's
That's
still the
one movement.
Okay, cool. So that's my first turn, and I'm gonna
roll
run.
down the stairs.
Barrel
What?
roll.
Barrel roll down the stairs.
Basically. And I'm gonna remember that I slept here, so I'm gonna cover my mouth as hard as I can and like
Good.
just not even breathe and run again.
I'm glad you said you covered your mouth. So
I'm running.
you
And I'm
can
holding
get,
my breath and I'm jumping through everything.
and you have a bonus action to dash again.
Yeah, so I have I've got 2 key points that I haven't used yet, so I definitely wanted to use a key point at least once, and that does a dash movement as a bonus action.
I don't know if you can do a dash twice.
Okay, fair enough.
However, you can still get to. Let me just show you what I had here again. So you can get to the middle of the stairs with your second move. So that's one round.
Okay.
Which means you can very easily get to the bottom and out in your next move. So you can get to the bottom in 2 turns because you're so fast.
Yeah, I'm good
Right.
for something. But I turn around and like no one's behind me, I'm assuming. And
Right.
I'm like, where'd they all go?
So for the rest of you, the slow people and the people who are far away from the windows here, we'll just say the windows here, you can get to the window, tie the thing, so everyone works as a group to tie the sarcophagus to the rope. You then start to climb down. You would go down in your second round 30 feet, in your last round 30 feet. So it would be the first person that goes would end up being only 10 feet from the ground. You see how this works? So the first person would be 10 feet from the ground. Second person would be 5 feet above, 5 feet above, 5 feet above. So what's the order? I feel like Dobby would have been like, I'm going first.
Bolin and Dobby. Arella's going last.
Get out of my way.
I think Bear should be last since he's like small, so we could catch him. He's gonna be higher up.
Bear's also injured though. We gotta take
Yeah,
that into
I think
account.
Arel would like be like waiting for everyone to go and then go himself when he
I will
knows he's
gladly go first, so just step aside.
I'll go in the middle.
Okay. So we got Dobby, Bolin, Yagnir, Bear, and then Orel. So just to put this visually here, I'm gonna draw something on the map here. All right, so on the side here, here's the tower. Oh, of course I'm white here. I gotta make this visible. Okay, so if this is the tower, right? We've got 10 feet up from the floor. We've got Dobby. Come on. All right, so we got Dobby. Actually, yeah,
Put my
place your
token
token.
there.
Place your token.
I can't move it outside that wall for some reason.
Oh, okay. Because
Maybe
I
you can.
put the block on it. Yeah, I'll do it. So there's Dobby, 10 feet from the floor. Okay? I'm going to actually erase the drawings now. They're going to get confusing. All right. I think this is going to work out here, though. Oh, my God, again.
I'm gonna say
want pink.
Brum thinks he's hearing everyone's thoughts, but it's really them climbing outside the walls. Because I'm like, oh, I hear everyone's thoughts. They must be outside, and it's really just them screaming, climbing down. And I'm there to like catch someone at the end, going, "I know you're thinking. I'm here. I opened the door, guys."
That's a good call there. You got there way before everybody. All right, so if this is the order here, and this is how you're climbing down the tower. Dobby, you're 10 feet from the floor. Bolin, you're 15. Yagnir, you are 20. Bear's 25. And Orel will be 30. Is that clear? Okay. And then we've got Brahm at the bottom waiting to catch somebody. All right. So here's the deal. The creature is actually called the Mortis Node, not the Audrey 2. But the Audrey 2 is starting to collapse this building. And as it crumbles, you are at these various heights. So I'm going to have everyone give me a dexterity saving throw to avoid rubble as well as the fall. And it's going to be halving the damage you take.
And also 3 people who I blessed, you have add a d4 to that saving throw.
We can keep using that even if we already used it.
If it's not been a minute.
Oh, sweet.
Has it been a minute? No, it hasn't.
It
We didn't
has
go through
not
10.
been a minute. No, it
Yeah.
has not.
It's getting there, but Bolin, Brom, and Dobby, you all have that extra d4.
Dobby got a 14.
I got a 17.
I got a 17.
Okay, so it looks like Bolin...
I rolled a.
You just
No.
rolled a d.
Bolin
so you have
rolled a
23.
d4?
Yeah, I have 23. I have 23.
Okay. Did anybody get below a 15?
So I got a 14.
Okay. So you're going to take half of this damage. Bolin, Orel, and Yagnir all passed, and Bear passed. Alright, so here's what's going to happen, okay? I'm going to roll the damage for the collapse, and I'm going to roll damage for the fall damage, which is going to be less for people further down.
Is any of this shieldable or no?
No. Mm-mm. It doesn't roll to hit you. So here's the damage for the collapse of the building that you are strapped to, basically. All right. It's going to be 20 damage.
To everyone?
Right. Yes, but if you passed, you're taking half of it.
Okay.
What was
Okay,
the
so-
DC?
15.
Oh, so I'm dead.
You're dead?
Yeah, I'm dead.
What's your
Okay,
total
was
HP?
I supposed to roll 2? I apologize.
No, you're fine. You made it
Okay.
out.
I have 20 health. And I
Okay, so
failed
you
the
go
check.
down.
Yeah.
And you're also going to take a d6 from the fall damage. So it's not going to matter for you, Dobby, because that's not going to double your
Right.
you're unconscious. All right. Now for everyone else, you took 10 damage from the fall. Sorry, from the collapse, and the fall damage is going to be a d6 for Bolin.
You want me to roll
So-
that?
I got it. D6
Okay.
for Bolin, 6. 2d6 for Yagnir, 8. And 2d6 for Bear. Which Bear, you still raging? Yeah, right?
I am still raging.
So half of 8, 4 damage. And Orel's going to take the big 3d6 fall damage. I rolled 3d8, sorry. 10 fall damage for you, Orel.
Okay, we're still good.
Yeah. So Orel took 20 in total, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Perfect. Everybody knows how much damage they took?
Yep.
Okay. All right, everyone. So the tower collapses. You are all now clear of the area. Brahm helped catch Orel and drag everyone out. You're covered in the dust from the building collapsing. But you have successfully laid the urn to rest, although the place is destroyed. You have successfully laid the urn to rest and defeated the creature up in the tower. Congratulations.
Woo!
Oh, we
Alright.
forgot to ask if we were getting paid for this.
We
hope-
were.
for this.
We're
We
getting
were?
master craftsman items or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
Or Eleanor.
Mm.
So,
Well,
I'll cast Spare the Dying on Orel.
Orel's okay.
I'm
Oh.
good. I have 5 HP left. Dobby needs
No, I meant
yeah, Bear's gonna use his 1 HP to crawl over to Dobby's lifeless
I got-
body.
that's what I
and
meant.
I got
scream,
my
"Whoa!"
one leg is twisted backwards. My one
Yeah.
arm elbow is
Gonna lay on
bent
hands.
to the side
Why,
there.
cruel world? Why?
Yeah, I meant Dobby. I mean, Spare the Dying.
That's fine.
Dobby's
So
very-
that even works better. It works better, Steve. So Bear crawls over with 1 HP, bloodied and battered, and just squeezes Dobby's face, and then all of a sudden life springs into him.
Oh,
I imagine a single tear
Ugh,
drops.
what
from
happened?
his cheek onto
What did I
Dobby.
miss?
I burst into tears and I just Bear just buries his face in Dobby's elven chest. Thank goodness, Dobby. Thank goodness.
Oh god, I can't move.
I'll
My
walk over
back.
there. I'll walk over and lay some hands on Bear and on Dobby because I think you two are the worst injured.
My back.
Bear, still at 1 HP, props up Dobby, and for a moment, the two of them, battered, bruised, covered in blood.
Be gentle. Be gentle.
We look at each other, mirroring a certain iconic moment that was caught in another legendary end of film scene where two battered heroes look at each other with significance in their eyes. And Bear says, "Yes, heal us please, for we have all survived and we are the best team ever."
You each get 5 HP from Paylor.
My back feels a little better.
Yummy.
You're blessed. Thank you.
All right. So, before you leave, Eleanor's ghost reappears one final time. I want to thank you for laying my body to rest. Although the temple is gone, my family's remains are still here, and therefore I am where I'm supposed to be.
And I go, I know what you're thinking, because I can read your mind right now. We're the greatest. I know. I know what you're thinking.
Can you let your groundskeeper retire?
Are you sure he's not dead?
You're Miss Vincent and let him retire.
She says, Valdemar has been a valuable worker for our family. He is free to go.
Poor
Are
guy.
you gonna give him a pension, man? Like, what's the post? Sorry, maybe that's too much.
So before she leaves, she blesses you. She gives each of you a, basically inspiration. She gives you inspiration, the entire group.
If I already had an inspiration, that doesn't, like, I don't get that, right? 'Cause you
So
only have one?
we did this in all my other campaigns. I think inspiration, the way it's written, is kind of stupid. So I let you stack it, and I let you choose when to roll. Just basically a re-roll. You don't have to declare beforehand. It's just a re-roll. And I probably should have told you all that, but this is the first time we're really getting inspiration as a group. So yes, everyone gets inspiration. You can track them, keep them, hoard them up if you want. Use them in a big moment.
That's just good for a reroll. That's what inspiration does.
It's a re-roll, a free re-roll of any any D20 roll.
Okay.
All right.
I'll thank Eleanor and I'll tell her that we'll tell your husband that you're at peace now, and hopefully that can bring him some peace.
He's a good man, Henrik. He's a good man. And she leaves this plane, goes back to rest. All right. So we'll jump to you pass by Valdemar, the groundskeeper. He's no longer in his stupor, but he still, the effects of his age as well as healing from this, basically a poison that was creeping into everything around the Painted Valley. He does have his wits back a bit, and he bids you farewell. Now, when you get back to Henrik, Renee, you enter in a brand new scene here. Doctors have their masks off. He's sitting up in bed. He looks healthier than ever, just like when you first met him many months ago. What do you say to Baron Henrik?
Is it like when Theoden came back and I'm no longer afflicted?
Yeah, basically.
I'll ask him which way to his craftsman.
I'll put a hand over Dobby's mouth and I'll say, your wife is at peace now.
Yes.
I'm gonna go, I can read minds now, and I know what you're thinking. We're the
What
greatest.
am I thinking?
I know.
What am I thinking? He says to you in a kind of playful voice, what am I thinking then?
I'm thinking that we are the greatest, and you're welcome.
You are spot on, my Brahm. I'm going to give each of you your reward. So he's going to give everyone 200 gold pieces. So that'd be 1,200 for the group. He's also going to give you an item of choice from his craftsman. Now, we'll discuss this in between now and next session, but it's basically going to be something that we could that he would have reasonable access to. I'm not taking magical items off the table or anything like that. It's going to have to be a reasonable, thing for a 3rd level character to get. No Vorpal swords, Holy Avengers. Okay, none of that. But we can discuss individually what your reward would be, and Baron would be pleased to make this for you. He knows that you succeeded, because immediately, a few days ago, all of his guilt, all of his remorse was lifted, and he is no longer being visited by his wife's spirit. And that is the Valley of the Gilded Tower. Round of applause, everybody, for yourself.
Very
really.
cool.
Round of applause.
Very nice.
Very nice. All right. I'm going to turn off the... What were your thoughts here, everyone? This is our
Awesome.
second Arcane Library mission.
I love how it tied into the first one in like a not very intense way, where like the one didn't depend on the other, but it gave us some continuity with characters. That was really cool.
Yeah, I kind of like building a relationship with this Baron guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the fear effects. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The memory.
Anybody want to share their memories, the ones that we didn't get to hear?
My memory was when I was at seminary, and there was this beautiful oak tree that might have been magical at one time, might have even been part Trentish, that I would go and sit under and study. And on hot days, it would lower its branches to keep the sunlight off of me.
Oh, that is a nice memory.
Hmm.
It's a good one, Yagnir. Anybody else?
My fond memory was lifetimes ago. Myself and a very fond group of travelers were all together. They gave up everything they had and owned to rescue and save my life.
Oh, look at that. That's when you were a gnome.
Yep. Back when I was a gnome. As I said, lifetimes ago.
Lifetimes ago.
One of
Literally.
us, one of us.
And Orel, do you want to share yours?
Yeah, mine would have been also back at like whatever Temple of Pelor he was studying at before he became a paladin, before like the whole massacre of all the monks or priests there that put him on his path. But just like the good memory of like sitting with all his brethren and like praying to Pelor and being in the sunshine together. And yeah,
That's a nice memory as well. A lot of
Yeah.
sun in your memories, the two of you.
I mean,
Um, so, yeah, I kind of messed up because Christian said his memory, and I was just so excited to be like, well, that memory's gone.
I was like, oh. It'd be a shame if that memory didn't exist.
I should have allowed Michelle to tell her gnome Tendo story and Steph to tell her story, because then it was like, well, what do I really want to sacrifice here? By the way, those memories are actually gone forever.
Okay.
Oh.
They are gone. They are
did
gone.
they age forever? The people who aged?
Oh, the aging. So
Oh,
that's,
please. I
Oh,
can't
yeah.
take it. I
I'm
need my
so
back.
shriveled.
yeah, that's
You guys
That's
are already
actually-
old to be.
I need to go to a
double-check.
spa.
That's just straight up.
By the way, Steph, according to the old Dutch wives, your tale is just an old wives' tale. It really was the Headless Horseman.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
By the way, they tell it to this day.
24 hours.
Okay, good. So I'll go to sleep and wake up good as new.
Yeah, you'll get your grays. Your grays will get removed. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna stop the stream here. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. I see Stefano commented that he wasn't able to watch today, but he'll check tomorrow. Again, these will be up on YouTube, so check out Tabletop Bob on YouTube, Twitch people. Follow us and check out all our back catalog there. Until next time, we'll see you on the tabletop. Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
Yeah.